fuck is good, people? It's the Banter Basement Podcast with Ray over here on the mic.
Yo, what up? It's Joe Jackson, as always. We got our first guest today on the podcast. Me and Ray's best friend, Hilly, Zach Hill.
What
AKA.
up, guys? It's Zach Hill. Just want to say, big fan of the podcast. Watched all the episodes.
Bullshit.
Been so excited to be on this show.
Yeah, we've been trying to get Zach on for what, like 5 episodes? He always flakes on us.
Don't fucking make it seem like we've been dying to have him. Yeah, we asked him like yesterday and he said he was down.
Yeah, it was a last minute
Pretty much
thing.
the first time.
Yeah?
5 episodes? Come on. I missed 2?
3?
You ditched 3 episodes.
I had the coronavirus.
Right.
And, I was dying.
God, one person that I wish was dead from the coronavirus is still here.
Me too.
Pissed.
Me too.
Fucking
Yeah,
pissed.
You know, I just got special healing powers.
Yeah, but we've both known Zach for probably close to the same amount of time. Met him in high school. I stole his friend's bike. Well, I had his friend's stolen bike.
I was just thinking about this. I was like, realistically, I think I bring everyone together.
Oh my God! Here
Come
we
on.
fucking
Not
go,
really.
dude.
Come on, Ray.
I bring everyone together.
Me, yes, but everyone else, no.
Look at it. But
If anything, he certainly brought us to them.
I brought this podcast together.
That's not true.
Oh, how would you meet Ray?
We.
Yeah,
I knew Jew.
yeah, okay.
I
Through
knew
you.
Jew.
It was-
I knew Jew.
You knew me?
I knew Jew.
Okay, realistically, okay. So Sterling, we've mentioned, good friend of ours, good friend of mine, told me about this new kid coming to our school, Ray, and I was like, okay, cool. He plays soccer, and he's a lot more into soccer than all my other friends.
Yeah, bring your mic up just a little bit.
So, me and Ray, of course, got really close, really good friends.
Of
and
course,
then-
see how he said that? Of course, got really close.
Yeah.
He's so attracted to me, dude. Anyways.
No, not really. I mean, whatever. And then Joe came around, of course, from Kevin, his best friend.
Yeah.
And so, dude, I brought this podcast together.
I don't think so.
You wouldn't meet Ray if me and Ray didn't come too close.
Is this
And-
you, like, trying to get into our podcast money?
Oh, for sure, I have to.
This
I
is
mean,
such bullshit, dude.
I just remember coming up to the soccer field and I had that bike of your friend. Like, someone I knew stole the bike, and then I got the bike from him. And then somehow it was Zach's, like, one of his best friend's bikes. And he was like, bro, is that your bike? I'm like, yes, my bike. Like, what the fuck?
I remember, when we confronted that kid, hey, dude, that's a stolen bike. He was like, no, this bike has been in my family for years. And I'm like, dude, the VIN number's scratched off.
And then you guys convinced me to call the kid up and tell him that I had a stolen bike and try to, bribe him to pay me for it. And then they called the cops on me.
Yeah, that was bad.
Whose bike was it?
This kid, let's just call him Jeffrey. Jeffrey.
No, I want to know who it is for my
Justin
sake.
Zaley. He's not going to
It was
listen
his bike?
Yeah, it was his bike. My friend stole that bike, and
Who's your friend?
Yeah,
I
we
let-
don't- Hey, chill.
Yeah.
I'm trying to get some motherfuckers in jail
It was
today.
it was a
dude.
nice Haro. It was a nice Haro. It was a really nice one. And I traded him some shit. I traded him my rollerblades for
Yeah.
it. And I got the bike, and then I took it up to the jumps where they were hanging out, and they were like, dude, that's that guy's bike. And he still had all the same stickers on it.
What an idiot.
So I went
dude.
home, I took the stickers off, I scratched the VIN and trying to get the VIN out. I couldn't get it all the way out. And then when we eventually called the cops, I made up some story that I got it
So
from
you
some kid in Taylor.
finished the job for the guy, is what you're saying. So you're an accomplice.
Realistically,
Justin Zaley, Joe did it too.
I brought the bike back to the kid, if you look at it that way. That bike wasn't going to make it back to the kid.
Oh, no way. It
was only the
years.
yeah,
it
it
was
w-
3 years until we realized.
It was only the frame, too. I had taken all the parts off of it and, scrapped them into other bikes and shit. So
Well,
it
the
was
first day we met, you tacoed the back rim doing a 180 at the jumps.
was that on that silver bike I had?
I thought that. Oh, maybe it was a different bike. I just remember you did a 180 and your back rim tacoed, completely folded in half.
I think it was a mountain bike I had.
That's funny.
But yeah, man. What about last episode? Zach's been talking shit about it since we released
He
it.
literally thinks he's like a fucking philosopher.
Yeah,
he's
he's so
you
intellectual.
guys shouldn't do this. I swear to God, he puts a monocle on all the
No,
time. and starts
I
acting
didn't
all
see you
smart.
guys. Okay, last episode I was like, okay, my friends are way too fucking dumb to be talking about this stuff.
But everything was fucking facts, though, dude. Everything we talked about was facts. Maybe how we
Joe
went about it,
said
yes.
an alternate universe.
It was a conspiracy
Okay,
episode.
it's not
Oh,
our
it
fault
was-
because
I
you're a
was like-
closed-minded bitch, dude.
It was a conspiracy episode,
I was
man.
like, dude, that's the silliest shit.
That's
I've
the
ever
conspiracy of the Mandela effect.
You're just a closed-minded bitch, Zach. That's what you are.
heard.
Maybe you're not enlightened enough to be in this podcast. Matt, bring the next guest in.
Oh man.
Fuck
You're
this.
done, man. You're done on the
Yeah,
podcast.
Kevin Tanner.
Bring in the dancing lobsters.
But yeah, last one was good. I liked that one.
was
It was
fun,
fun. We did get a little dumb at the end. I think that's when it got dumb.
Oh, I
'cause
went full retard.
we
at the
we
end.
had no idea what we were talking about
I
at
went
the end.
full dumb. Full dumb.
It was a good episode, and I like that you guys like put the links down. I watched that like video maybe 6-7 times. I'm like, what the fuck
Which
is
one?
going on? But
The
all
gimbal-
3 of them.
Yeah,
Like,
yeah.
I was
The
like, what
alien
the fuck
ones?
is going on,
Dude, I just finished the
Joe
Joe
Rogan?
Rogan podcast where the actual
I didn't-
commander talked about it. He was like, yeah, we fucking see it all the time. And they talked about something that they haven't released where they saw a fucking army of them.
Yeah, yeah.
An army of them, bro.
Yeah.
And they don't release the footage because it's way too like classified. And he was like, yeah, they see them all the time.
Yeah, I started like the first like 5-10 minutes, and then I was like, I was doing something, so I was like, I'll watch this later.
Yeah,
Yeah.
you gotta bring
Figure
this. Just bring the mic like right next to your mouth,
Right
like,
here.
Slide it over and bring it over.
Right here.
There you go. That's better.
Okay.
Because you're just a little quiet. It's okay though.
But
This weekend we all hung out. We went to this thing called bowling, which is football bowling, and we're basically you take footballs and throw them at bowling pins.
what is it, like 50 feet?
Yeah, like
50
the
feet
object of the
apart?
game is it's exactly like bowling, but you're playing against two people on the other side. You throw a football down at their bowling pins and try to knock theirs down before they knock yours down. And dude, there was this guy there, and he was he had
He was
headphones
cheating.
on.
It was just one
He
person,
wasn't
so
cheating.
That
Okay.
is, bro. He
it's
used to work
it's
there.
a 2-person game, so you're kind of like not getting the mojo every time because you throw and then your partner throws. He had it. He had the mojo the whole time.
He used to work there,
It's
bro.
just like beer pong. You know, like when you play two people in beer pong, you can't get into that rhythm. But it's when it's one person, it's just you versus two people. It's so easy.
no, that's different. Beer pong is different.
Yeah,
though,
because you
you
both
both throw.
Yeah, you
Yeah.
don't have a pause.
You do. You have a pause.
No, because you throw every time.
Yeah, but
you
you're
don't
not-
throw every
you
time.
don't get
in
two
bowling.
throws.
That's what I'm saying.
Oh, so what he's saying is like if you're
I
playing
understand
against,
it's
you
still
get two.
You- instead of
Yeah,
getting
you have an
s-
advantage
yeah,
because
yeah.
your partner might not be on the same flow as you are. So if you're just draining them every time,
Exactly. And this guy had wireless headphones on. He looked like a football. You know how like when Cam
Cam
Newton,
Newton.
you know when he comes out before pregame and he's jumping around like high
Dude,
knee
I-
throwing the ball up like
I saw more like Dak Prescott, like his
yeah he
hip
kept
dance.
he kept like dancing. He had like music playing and he
throwing
would like
the ball up. What about his
Oh.
signature move, like
yeah.
Undertaker? You were done.
Yeah.
He won.
Yeah, he did that to me. He did that to me when I played, and he missed it, and I did it back to him like jokingly, and it didn't matter. He still beat
Dude,
me.
I almost about threw pins at him the whole time. I couldn't stand him.
Yeah,
Dude.
I
Because
would-
every time he'd hit a good one, he'd go, boo! And you could hear like all the way across, and it would fucking just eat me alive.
he thought he was like he wasn't that good. That's what made me mad.
no.
Come on, dude. He won like 20 straight games. He was good.
I don't know.
Okay,
And he was clutch.
Okay,
when
this
it
is facts right here. First of all, he used to work there.
Okay, so
So-
he's good.
Okay. And he probably worked there because he doesn't look like he had another job. So if he worked there, that was his only job. So probably when they closed or some shit, he did that for like hours. Second of all, our friends do not fucking play football.
Or we're not bowling all the time.
And
We're
most
not
of
going
us-
to that place
Oh,
all the
he's
time.
got, dude, it's muscle memory. I mean, damn near every sport. Not
Listen,
all of them, but
I'm
a lot
just-
of them. But that one especially, muscle memory. So once you get it down,
That's what I'm saying. I'm just trying to excuse it because I fucking suck.
Oh,
dick.
yeah,
Yeah,
I
everything
hate
you're
it so
saying,
much.
he is still good.
Oh yeah, he was still good, but I'll never fucking say they
there
was
was
good.
a-
He
No.
still he never broke any of the rules. He knew all the rules and he corrected us on the
No,
rules.
but
that
what
we
he
had.
did is
So
he
he
pulled a
wasn't
bitch
cheating.
move. So the rule of the game is whoever goes second has a chance for what's called a rebuttal, where you can throw it if the opponent knocks down all your pins. You have a chance. If you went second, you have a chance to knock down the pins and then win the
the
game.
remaining pins.
Yes.
Yeah.
So what this dude did, he made his opponent go first every single time. So even if he got beat, he still had a chance to beat us. And he would literally
That's
walk
called strategy,
the fucking
not cheating.
football to us every single time.
yeah, it was just like the point of like, it is strategy. You're right, but like we'd be like, no, you can throw first, and he's like, no,
Bro,
He'd
this
walk
is
straight
I
over.
mean,
this is
when
the-
he's the winning team, I
Yeah,
feel
but we
like
should
he
like
should be
rock
able
paper
to pick.
scissors for
Yeah,
it.
I don't know the rules, but I'm sure he was playing it to where I'm pretty sure the rules are the loser goes first.
It
Giving-
doesn't-
Probably giving the winner.
giving the winner the chance of a rebuttal.
But the thing is, bro, it's not. You're not there to have a fucking strategy. You're
That
there to
guy-
have fun.
no,
Oh,
that guy
he
wasn't there
took
to
it
have fun.
serious.
He
Yeah,
was
that
there
was his-
to-
that was-
he was setting records.
was
He
looking
was
to
like,
get-
how many games can I win
Dude,
in a row?
he was looking to get scouted. If there was a only professional league, he would be like, "Oh, they're fucking looking."
That guy
right
probably
now.
played football in high school and was trash, and he just like that's his like goal is
peaked
to go
in
there
high
every.
school, football quarterback, second string.
And that's the thing too. If you threw a football at him, he couldn't catch for shit.
No,
Second string.
he was bad. His defense.
No,
wasn't
he wasn't
good.
second string. He was water boy for sure.
Being that
Place-
good at bowling is like being a
placeholder for the
professional
kicker.
player.
Yeah, being like good at falling like that. Yeah, it's like being professional wiffle ball.
No, there was
Or like
one,
a dart thrower, like you're a professional dart thrower.
there was one time when we were playing and we had him down to one pin and he had two, so I was hype. And then he was like, my girlfriend was on the same side as him and he was like talking to my girlfriend, so I'm like, oh, I'm about to hit this last pin. We're about to beat this guy, end his streak, and then I'm gonna go over and talk to my girlfriend. Homeboy threw it, knocked the two pins
And
over.
then he touched your girlfriend. Like
He probably made out with her.
he put.
and I couldn't do anything.
he put. I watched it. He put his hand on her back, and I was so pissed.
And then he looked back at Zach and he goes,
I just walked off. I was so upset. I was like, dude, I thought I was gonna beat him, and then like go rub it in his face. But yeah, Ray
Yeah.
told me that he could. Like, it's his girlfriend now, so I don't have a.
"Yeah, you don't own her
girlfriend
anymore."
that was it, man.
She
He
just
stole
moved
her
out.
like that.
She's
Yeah.
already with him.
She's down there right now. They're both playing bowling. Right
Yeah.
now.
Oh.
He just bought her matching headphones.
Hey, you want to know something funny? So I was down on his end towards the end of the night, and his headphones fell off. Remember that
knocked
happened?
I saw that.
They broke.
I am
No,
the
they
one.
didn't.
Yes, they did.
No, they kept going.
He kept putting them on. He just kept putting them on. I'm telling you, they broke.
It
He
was
was
me. I
Pissed.
swear.
He
I
was so mad. He put them on just to have that like thing on, but they were broken. I could hear coming out of the speaker that they were broke.
Someone said he was controlling the music to the whole place, and there was Justin Bieber playing the whole time.
Dude, I know. I don't know who said that. There was no way that he was controlling the music. They're like, look, dude, every time he switches the song, it changes. I'm like, he wouldn't put headphones
It's like
on.
Justin Bieber, Taylor Swift playing and
Yeah,
shit.
all like Kesha and like poppy stuff.
I can't believe we talked this much shit about this
I
guy.
hate him. I
Oh,
fucking hate him.
Oh, he was.
But good game, man. GG.
I guess leading into our topic, as we were leaving that place, we were all like, I was like, we were driving, right? We get on the freeway, and it's three of us, and we're all going fast. Allegedly, we're breaking the speed limit, and I'm going like $120, and the other two cars we were riding with were ahead of me, and this fucking Maserati comes out of nowhere and cuts me off hard as fuck. Not like a normal, like he didn't just get in front of me. He cut me off and then slammed on his brakes. And to avoid hitting him, I had to fucking swerve over, and then there was another car in that lane, so I had to swerve back, and I'm like skirting at like 100 miles an hour on the freeway. And my boy ahead of me like thought I crashed, so he called the other person ahead of him and was like, "Bro, Joe just crashed his car. Like, put it in reverse."
I thought you were paralyzed.
He called
what-
me. I was the one that he called, and he made it seem like you might possibly be dead.
Yeah, the
Like,
way Chuck sounded, I thought you were
it
paralyzed.
sounded like
dude.
it sounded
I
like
was
it was a
like,
bad
Joe just
accident.
skirted off the road at 120 miles an hour. I'm like,
Son, we turned off the radio. We're driving slow now. CJ was going like 50 miles per hour on the freeway, and we're trying to figure out what we're gonna do. Are we gonna turn around, or what do we get? Like, what do we do? We didn't even know where you were.
And I was pissed because I was hungry as fuck too.
I was skirting at like 100. Like, you know how like when you lose control and you're like that's what I was doing at 100 miles an hour.
And when you freak
So-
out, dude, you grab your wheel and it's like, and like your shit goes.
everyone
I never-
overcorrects.
I know,
It's
your
so
shit
hard not
goes.
to.
that's what like instinctually like my mind automatically knew like don't overcorrect.
Yeah.
And that's what I did.
You know why?
Why?
When they used to drive mammoths back in the day, or ancestors, they gave you that instinct.
the natural instinct.
It was like a natural instinct not because like I knew like when I had to cut back over, I'm like don't oversteer because you're gonna go into the median.
Yeah.
So I just like slowed down like a little bit and just corrected it. I never lost control, but
And
it
that's
was
really what it is you have to like let go. Even like driving in the snow, when you start to lose control, nice and easy on the steering wheel and just let go of everything else. because everyone slams on the brake or slams on the gas, and then
You
Yeah.
can't think
My
of that
girlfriend
shit.
was screaming like we were
Oh,
mid-skirt,
dude.
and she was like, "Ah!"
I was literally like, when you guys were messaging, I was like, dude, Kaylee
Kaylee's
probably
gonna kill him.
punched
I
Joe in
know.
the face.
She was screaming, and at mid-skirt, I was like, "We're fine." And like, that's I said it that calmly, and then because it was real quick, and like as we were like skirting, I was like, "We're fine," and then I just straightened it back out. It ended up being all right. But why I brought that up, and our topic today is crazy memories, either things you remember, things you've been a part of, things you've witnessed that have just like been insane, crazy, wacky, wild.
Please stop. We got it.
I'll bring up the first one.
Yeah, start it
the
off.
one I'll bring up another one later. But me and all my friends, not you guys, my
Oh, your other
you
friend?
have other friends?
Whoa.
no.
Well, okay, what age were you?
Look, they're in the group. Kevin, Sterling. It doesn't matter their names. Kevin, Sterling, and John. We used to like
It says their names.
Doesn't matter the names.
because I know you guys want to know, but no one really cares. We would pack up my car one weekend, and we would drive. We'd pull up Google Maps. We would pick a spot where we were going to go to on Google Maps. We'd be like, we're going here. We'd load our car up with camping shit for a weekend, and we would drive to this place and haul like an unnecessary amount of shit into the woods. Usually
AKA
like
weed.
from anywhere from anywhere to like a mile to like sometimes 4 miles deep into the woods till we found a spot where we could camp. So we found this awesome spot on Lake Michigan where like it was like probably 100 feet, and you walked out and you could see like the sunset, and it was right on the river. It was awesome. And we got drunk that night. You know, we got a little.
Oh, really?
got a little drunk, got a little high.
Bro,
We're sitting
I'm
around the
so
campfire.
glad I know what you're talking about because till right now I thought you were just talking about like a romantic getaway with Kevin Sterling and John. I'm like,
I was just trying to
well, I
like
could
set
get
the
to
scene.
it.
I was trying to set the scene. So, me and John decide we're gonna go explore in the woods.
Mhm.
We'd seen a couple things we wanted to explore, but it was dark
After a
out.
long night of drinking.
Yeah,
Great idea.
So Sterling was with us. Kevin was like, "Nah, I'm good. I'm staying back by the campfire. I'll manage the campfire." We see this house in the distance, and it has like a stairway going up to it, a long stairway, like a long one. And we're halfway up, and Sterling's like, "I'm going back." He's like, "I'm not going up this thing. It's like looks
Crazy
like
as
a
fuck,
haunted house.
yeah.
It's burnt down. It's black. And you can only see the outline shadow of it." So we get all the way up there. Me and John are shitting our pants. John brought his night vision goggles, right? That is so legit. So we have a flashlight, a small flashlight, and night vision goggles, and we're like walking through this house. It's completely burned down, abandoned. There's just rubbish and shit on the ground. Yeah, rubbish. And we walk up the stairs. We're walking around and like we're just like whispering, 'cause, like no reason to whisper. We're like whispering, and we walk around and we're like starts feeling that, you know, that eerie feeling you get when you're like,
Some shit's about to go down.
yeah, like
You just know
yeah, you get like
Yeah.
a gut feeling. Like it was feeling really weird in there.
this
like
isn't right.
Yeah,
What I'm
yeah.
about to do or what is about to happen is not right.
we both felt it, and I was like, John, let's get out of here, let's go. And John's like, yeah, let's get out of here. So we're walking out of it. We're on the second story, and the floor falls out from underneath
I
us.
remember you telling me about it.
Completely falls out from underneath us.
Doesn't John have it on video?
Yeah, I still got the video. I wish I could pull it up, but
Gosh.
I
mean, it's
can't.
not anything. It's just dark, and you can just
Yeah,
hear you
yeah,
guys
yeah,
going.
you
It's
yelling
it's
and
not
crashing.
even good. It's not even a good video.
I
But
remember you going like, John, you okay, dude?
yeah, we fall through. And I'm like, John, you good? And he's like, yeah. And I go, let's get the fuck out of here. And we ran out that bitch, dude. And it was like one of the most crazy, like, now to this day, it's like one of the most crazy things that's happened to me. Like falling through 2 stories in a burnt down abandoned house on Lake Michigan. It was wild.
We didn't even fucking expect it.
No, that was the last
the
thing we
best part,
expected. We
too.
were in the middle, like it's
A camping
basically like
trip.
falling through the living room right down to here.
you-
Like we were just the entire floor caved in, dude.
Did you get hurt?
No, we were both unscathed.
That's crazy.
I know, it was
Wow,
wild.
what if you guys both got trapped in there and then Kevin and Sterling found you like the next day and you guys were like half dead?
Yeah,
And someone munted you.
Yeah, the body was fresh.
Damn. We ended up we dropped his night vision goggles and we just left them. We forgot they were
Oh,
like
man.
we were so like discombobulated.
Yeah. Get
we
the
just
fuck outta here.
Literally, I
Yeah.
was like, "Let's get the fuck out of here." And John's like, "Yeah, let's go."
Yeah, John was like, yeah, I don't care.
And it was scary, like being in the middle of the woods, like a cabin in the woods. Like that's what it was like, and that's the feeling I got.
And then falling, dude, like you're already shitting your pants scared
You're,
walking into
you're
this
drunk,
place.
you're high, you're fucking thinking
and then
about all
you
this shit.
fall through the floor. You were probably like, what the fuck is going on?
It was crazy, man. It was crazy.
The after moment's the best though when you realize what just happened.
Yeah.
The like when you know you're good and you're like
Yeah.
walking back, you're like, John, that was fucking
That-
insane, dude.
Yeah, it's like I had this like bond with John over that moment too, like because only me and him experienced it, and to be there is so much different than like me telling it to you or you being
Yeah.
like, yeah, you're like that's crazy, but when you're actually a part of it, it feels like insane.
Just
Yeah,
imagine.
you can only put yourself in the story so much. And,
Yeah.
like, you could try to feel it, but you'll never know what it felt like.
Yeah, that's- yeah.
like that second of falling.
It
like
was-
just imagine how Sterling was thinking.
I
Like when
thought-
you guys came back and told him, he was like, dude, I could have
He-
fell
yeah.
through.
he was happy he didn't
Yeah.
go. I thought in that split moment I thought I was dead. Like I thought like
Yeah, who
I'm gonna break my
knows?
leg or I'm gonna get hurt. I'm gonna be
Caught
stuck
on
out here.
something, yeah.
And I'm telling you, when we would just drive to whatever, our car was like 5 miles away. Like that's how far away the
Yeah,
car was.
an emergency situation.
And we
who
weren't
knows?
like, you know, how, like people hike and they get like a backpack. We did it so stupid. We had loads and shit. We would have to make like 3 or 4 trips back to where we drop. We would drop a trunk full of shit down, and then we would make trips back and forth, like unnecessary shit. Full chairs, camping tent, like a big ass camping tent that you have to lug through the woods, and it was like,
I'm just imagining you crawling through the woods because you broke your legs.
yeah, that would have sucked, man. That would have sucked.
Yeah, that's crazy.
Yeah.
That's pretty wild.
Yeah, that's. I don't think I've ever like really detailedly told you that story, but
Yeah, I just remember you guys saying you fell through like the floor, and I was like,
I remember you guys went on that trip actually.
do you?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Didn't you guys go kayaking or some shit?
No, we did another one where we went to the tip of the
That's
thumb.
what I'm thinking of.
We did the same exact thing, but
Yeah.
that one was Lake Erie.
when were you guys doing that? Like 2014, 2015?
You know that year we went to the Sleeping Bear Dunes?
Camping trip?
Yeah.
Yeah.
All of us?
It was the summer before that.
That was like
Or no, it might have been that summer.
that was like what, 17? 16?
2017.
16. 16 was the best summer.
Yeah.
ever.
We did it like 4 times.
Yeah, dude.
We just
16
load up and go.
was a good just a whole good year.
That was my
And-
good year too.
And
dude.
the
Wasn't
thing
that-
is, it's everyone's good year.
I can't remember anything.
Yeah, that's a great year.
All my past days
That's the
are
thing,
all
like,
mashed into one.
I don't even remember what happened in 2016. I just have a gut feeling about me that 2016 was just fucking
You just-
amazing.
Well, that's when we peaked of like going to stupid
Yeah.
parties and like we are kind of social butterflies in that year. We were
Yeah,
all
it was
just, like,
2016 because it was my first year out of high school, and
that
and your
seems
guys' second
crazy.
year.
I was 3 years out of high school in 2016.
That's
but
insane.
Like you said, that was like our social butterfly year. We were just like we would do whatever. We're like, yeah, of course we'll go here. It's 3 a.m. Yeah, we'll come.
Yeah, we were always getting into something, dude. That was before we all started like hardcore like partying and
Yeah.
going to the bar and drinking. Not that
Yeah.
we were like alcoholics. Well, I am, but
But
Cheers.
that was a pretty
Good,
good
good,
story,
yeah.
Joe.
thank you,
Yeah,
thank you.
absolutely.
I'm glad that it
I got
got-
another one.
I'm
That's-
glad that it got detailed because, like you said,
I tried to lay it out so the listener could understand, put themselves as close as they could into that situation.
Yeah,
And I know you guys have not heard a detailed version of that story.
No, I didn't at least.
Yeah.
Yeah,
What's-
but I'll tell you my most recent one.
You got a recent one?
Yeah,
Okay.
I mean not recent, but like almost close to a year recent.
'Kay.
Fuckface was there,
Wow.
and other fuckface was there.
I wasn't there?
No,
Okay. Lay it out for us.
this was last year St. Patty's. It's like fucking 5:30 in the morning, and we're in Chicago for St. Patty's because Zach's girl used to live in Chicago. And we went there and we're all drunk as all fuck, dude. Like drunk as fuck.
Blitzkrieg?
Yes.
yeah.
I'm like fucking just caked. And we fucking the bridge, the main bridge in Chicago that they dye green. Okay?
Like over the
Yeah.
Chicago
Don't dye
River?
the bridge green.
Not
They
the
dye
bridge.
water
Yeah.
green.
Okay, I know
Bridge is
I
already
know
good.
I've seen this video. You think you can pull up that bridge? Because I want to.
Yeah.
I'd like to see it from like a photo view of it. I've only seen the video.
Dude. And like when we passed before the night started, I passed by there and I said, I told him.
This
I
was
was
before
like,
we were all fucked up.
What? was
Okay,
like-
what time did you say this? And then you
it
said
was like 9, 10 o'clock.
and then at 4 a.m.
four-
Like,
I-
as we showed up downtown to go to the bars and stuff, Ray looked at the bridge, scoped it out, didn't really talk about it much.
no,
but
I said, hey,
something
I'm
about
jumping
it.
off this bridge tonight. And everyone was
And
like,
we just
oh,
all
ho,
brushed
ho.
it off because it's cold as hell too.
Oh, dude, it was like 20 degrees.
freezing.
It was like 20 degrees.
yeah,
at least.
Windy City. Like,
Yeah. It was cold as fuck, and all I had was a
Basically,
hoodie too.
all the bridges are practically the same size.
That one is the main bridge is a little bit bigger. Of course, that was downtown.
We're-
Chicago
we're-
a lot, but
yeah, Matt's got. We're
It
just
was-
looking at a picture of the bridges going over the Chicago
like
River. So
Matt
it was
said-
like that right there.
It was at least like 100 feet.
You think?
Ow,
100.
come
Come
on,
on,
Ray.
Ray.
Come on, Ray.
Okay,
someone who
99.
someone
It
who
was like
knows
60,
distances.
70
how,
feet.
How big was it, Matt?
I'd say about 60
So you
feet.
can see right there. Okay, so see this picture? You can see the stair set going up the side right
Yeah.
there. That's like how many
Okay,
stairs is
let me
that?
put it in your guys' perspective. It was bigger than the big jump at the creek.
At the quarry.
At the,
The
quarry.
quarry, I'm sorry.
So
Bigger than the big jump.
It-
Like way bigger.
It was not way bigger, Ray.
Not way
we're
bigger, but
talking
it was
about
like
that big jump at the quarry is probably 45 feet.
Yeah, I'm
Okay, so
thinking
I'd
that was
say
probably
55
like
to
55.
60.
55.
55?
Yeah, that's
Okay.
probably right.
okay.
Okay, so we're walking back. I am like hammered out of my mind. Mind you, after like fucking just throwing a bunch of shit everywhere.
Just
Well, we
causing
went-
a ruckus.
Allegedly.
Yeah, we-
See?
Allegedly. So we're fucking walking through and we're passing the bridge, about to get to the car. And I was like, okay, I'm going to jump it. And everyone was like, what?
pause. He didn't say I'm gonna jump it.
Yeah.
He took all his stuff out of his pockets and was like, "Hold my stuff," and he starts taking his shoes off. Or no, you didn't take
No,
your
I
shoes
didn't
off.
take my shoes off.
Yeah, just took all of his stuff out of his pockets and was like, "Hold my stuff," and I'm like, and I'm just as
Everyone's
shit-faced
like
as
this.
he is, and I was like, "Oh, okay."
Everyone's like this. Ray, don't fucking do it, dude. Don't do it. Stop, Ray. Don't fucking do it. Everyone's like
As
ready to
we're
record me and
recording
shit. So I
Oh,
get up there.
Matt, Matt was not saying don't do it.
Yes, he was.
Yes, I was.
You
I was
said
like,
Yes, he was.
I was like, don't do it. You won't do it.
Matt will support some shit like that. Like,
As I'm recording it.
yeah, yep.
I didn't think I was going to do it until I got up to the ledge. I got up to the ledge and I was like, okay.
Yeah.
And I was like, I jumped off, dude. And I remember just being in the air, and I just remember the fucking wind. It was like right on my chest, and I hit the water, and it splashed so fucking hard because I had shoes on. And I went at least like 7 to 8 feet down.
Okay.
And I
You're
was
so
like-
bad at judging.
No,
I
no, no.
guarantee you were further down than 7 feet.
No.
Did you
no.
pencil dive in?
Yeah.
Yeah, you jump off a diving board.
Diving
the water
board.
is like 20 feet
You can
deep for a
easily-
No,
reason.
it's
can
not. It's
easily
like
hit the
12,
ground,
dude.
bro.
He probably.
No, there's no diving boards at a public pool where the water is only 12
Oh,
feet
only
deep.
12 feet. Because when you
'Cause
if
I
you
would
pencil
hit the
dive
bottom.
right in, you go right down and touch the bottom.
You're thinking of a pool, bro. This is a whole ass fucking like lake.
Yeah.
This is like
Yeah, exactly. So you probably went like 14, 12 feet
No,
down.
It
Come
doesn't
on,
matter.
no,
It
bro.
doesn't matter.
Anyway,
Pencil
I
dive.
went deep as fuck, and it was so cold that my breath was like taken away. So when as I was going up to the air, I was like, I was like running out of breath because
What
it
were
was
you
so
like?
cold.
Okay.
Meanwhile, this
Like,
water's dyed green with
I-
who knows what, and he probably got some chemicals
I
in them.
did, and I fucking get out, and Zach's waiting for me downstairs. Zach was waiting down.
Should have
and
took your
then-
clothes off.
and fucking froze to death.
Well, your
Fuck
clothes
no.
are freezing now, but
Oh, it was probably worse that you had your clothes on.
No.
Like getting
But
out.
I jumped off and then I swam to Zach, and there was fucking people up there, and there was like 3 or 4 people, and they were like screaming and shit, and we got up, and I can't believe we didn't get caught. Like I honestly can't fucking believe we didn't
A
get
cop
caught.
passed right by us right before
Right at-
that.
yeah.
And while he was passing by, I was like, Ray, calm down, Ray. And then this girl, Elena, that was with us, I was like, hey, calm down. There's a cop coming. And they're both like, we don't care about cops. We don't. And they're yelling, and the cop has his window down and is just driving by us, doesn't
Yeah,
care.
we were
just drives right
all-
by us.
And it was like peak like.
It was St.
does it
Patrick's
say?
Day.
I
They
wonder
are
if it says
closed.
on there like no jumping or anything. Does
Oh,
it?
absolutely. I think it. I don't know.
I don't know.
signs.
I don't think
I
they need
feel
a
like they
fucking
don't-
sign
yeah,
for
I feel like
people
they
to
don't
think, hey,
worry
we shouldn't
about
jump.
it. They're
Yeah.
probably not like.
Then it doesn't seem. How is that illegal? Is it trespassing?
I promise
In-
you,
there's
there are
life
signs that say
endangerment.
no
endangerment?
swimming
Yeah.
somewhere.
Yeah, there probably is signs that say no swimming.
Yeah.
I'm sure there's not signs on the
Yeah.
bridge like "Don't jump off of here."
Yeah.
There's probably no swimming signs.
You know
all
how
over,
many
though.
people like jump off the San Francisco bridge and like kill themselves a year? It's like
You know how people don't succeed?
very, very few. But
No, there's a lot of people that don't.
That
There's more
don't
people
die?
there's more people that don't die and get really hurt, other than people that die.
Is that a fact?
You're wrong. Here, let me just explain this real quick. So
Go ahead,
so many
Rivermaster.
people jump off of there that they have like a build put in place where they're building nets
net?
around the whole thing. And there's a guy who did an interview, and he jumped off, and he's like, it says in the interview he's like one of like maybe 20 people who have jumped off, and it's over thousands that have jumped off
and
there.
that have
It's
lived?
hundreds and hundreds of feet high.
There's a guy that I'm pretty good friends with. He's friends with my boss, and he jumped off the Blue Water Bridge and survived. And he is one of the only people to survive off that.
What's
Yeah,
Blue
people
Water
do not
Bridge?
survive that a lot. That's
Is
what
it
I'm saying.
crazy
Michigan
that I have like
somewhere. Oh,
a
really?
thought in my head that I think I'd survive like any jump in the water?
Yeah, that's pretty insane.
At a certain height, it becomes cement.
That bridge.
You know how
That's a
like
big bridge.
MythBusters.
It's in
tested it?
Michigan?
Yeah.
Is that the Flint one?
I don't
Oh,
know.
Blue
I don't
Water?
know where it's at.
That boy.
As long as you have something
tall.
to break the surface of the water, bro.
Yeah, but what?
It becomes cement,
I mean,
man.
you gotta fucking like be a little smart. You take your phone out and just fucking smash it right on the water.
Yeah,
Just
but
breaks
that-
the surface.
That's not how-
not
yeah, but it won't-
crazy.
This is where we get into shit we don't know what we're talking about. You're talking
No,
about
bro.
physics. At a certain height, doing something like that.
I'm not saying it will fucking make all the difference, but it'll definitely help you.
Yeah, but
No.
it's not
It's
going to
like if
break the
you're-
plane
No,
enough,
it's
Ray.
like
I
you
don't think.
use like
I think you will.
a lot of people when they do the big jumps. Like I watch the videos all the time, but they'll throw like a rock down there or something, or they'll have somebody at the bottom like throw something right
Bro,
before
I
they
used
go
to-
in
I-
to break the water tension.
Not to be that fucking dude, but I used to dive.
Yeah.
So underneath the diving board, there was a little stream of water that would hit the water.
Yeah, well,
Yeah.
that's what I was
so
going to
that
say.
breaks
Like,
the surface of the water.
in the like big, huge diving jumps, they have like a huge like thing.
yeah,
like,
that's what I'm
squirting
saying.
off
That breaks the fucking
yeah.
water. Yeah, but they're diving fucking head
Yeah,
first.
I,
mean,
think
that-
at a certain height, though, it doesn't matter.
I understand. I'm
No,
not
it
talking
do-
about
no
jumping
matter
400 or
what,
500
definitely
you have
makes
to
a
break the
difference,
surface.
When
Yeah.
you're at a certain height, it's not gonna do much.
I just don't. I think you'd have to break the surface more than your phone. Like I think it would have to like be a bigger.
I'll throw your bitch ass on there.
That would be the last way I would kill myself. Would be like jumping off something.
That would be the first way I would kill myself.
I'd just blow my brains out.
No, that's instant, bro. Because the whole time.
Exactly.
Of course that's-
Exactly. You
I
wanna-
was just watching something that's like how she was trapped in like a body of water or like a cage of water, and I was like, dude, I couldn't imagine dying like that.
the panic, man.
Like you can't breathe anymore, and then you're like, I can't do anything.
Yeah. You pass out is what happens. But that guy that jumped off the San Francisco Bridge, the interview we had, he was saying like the second his hands let go of the rail,
You regretted it?
he instantly regretted it. And now he's a motivational speaker and goes and talks about like.
Is he paralyzed?
No, he's fine.
Wow.
Yeah.
Fuck, maybe I should do that. You got a career.
He talks about like suicide awareness and that type of stuff, but it's crazy.
So like, and his main goal of jumping off was killing himself.
He wanted to kill himself. Yeah.
Yeah, same with the guy I know. He said that he instantly regretted it too, and he changed his whole life around after that.
And
guy just like that.
It was like a
I,
second chance.
I could see everyone thinking
Yeah.
that, like, I'm gonna kill myself, and then you try to do it and you don't succeed. You're like, someone wants me to be here.
Yeah, just pull it up. How many people have jumped off the San Francisco Bridge? I just want to see the number, just to see what it's.
Is
I
that like,
just-
is that the highest bridge?
I don't know. No, there's no way
No.
that's a highest bridge, but it's high enough to where like people jump off and die.
America?
I feel like
Yeah.
it's just the main one that allows.
Yeah,
people
that
to
everyone
jump off.
knows.
It's the most
like
accessible one,
guy.
at
Yeah,
least.
that's the video.
of that guy actually doing it.
Yeah.
Between 1937 and 2012, an estimate of 1,400 bodies were recovered that jumped off the Golden Gate Bridge.
Oh my gosh.
That's why they have nets around that bitch.
Yeah.
That's crazy, man.
To be honest, though, that's a low
And that's
ass number.
recovered bodies. So who knows how many
Yeah.
weren't recovered?
That's a low ass
Well,
number.
I mean, you gotta think.
that's a low number.
From 1937 to 2012, only 1,400 bodies.
That's a shitty way to go. Like that, you have to.
I understand that some
that's
of them
one
aren't
bridge in
recovered.
the United
Yeah.
States. Like
That's more.
that's just the one of the bridges.
14.
Yeah, but when you
that's like 3 or 4 people a year.
I would think like in the the 10,000s.
No, you know how many people kill themselves a year? It's an astronomical number.
Yeah, I know that, but I'm saying like we're talking from the bridge because you said that more people die than survive.
Well, yeah, but we don't have a survival.
But
number.
how
You
many
could-
people
could
do you
pull
think
that
are
up.
like, yeah, I'm gonna kill myself. Let me jump off the bridge.
That is like you have to be at the end to want to jump off a bridge because there's so many better ways to kill yourself.
Yeah, I don't like.
No.
That's like it's
When you
so
think about
public.
That one's like you want to suffer and you want people
no,
to see that you're suffering.
No, not at all. That's the easiest way to you think you're gonna die because
Dude,
it's
Ray,
very
hanging
fucking
yourself
accessible.
in your closet, shooting yourself,
Hanging
anything.
yourself. Hanging
You
yourself,
could-
shooting
no,
yourself?
No, dude. You as a human fucking being, you don't know how to fucking hang yourself. First of all. Second of all, what you tell me it's easier to fucking tie a rope and then put it around your neck and then fucking jump off and then kill yourself? Or is it
Hey,
easier to
jumping-
just
jumping off
that
of-
same jump it's the same thing.
Jumping
It's the
off
same
of
jump.
this
No, it's
chair
not,
I'm sitting
bro.
on right here and jumping off of a bridge, I think I'd have an easier time. I mean, I would never do it, and like, of course, I don't wish that upon
Yeah,
anyone,
but I'm
and
saying like
Yeah.
but like
No, man, it's
jumping off
not
of this chair
easier.
is way easier than jumping off a bridge. And I'm thinking like to the point where people are like, I'm gonna go jump off the bridge. How would you not think like in your head at all that someone's possibly gonna stop you?
Yeah, that's the thing.
Like,
I was
if I
thinking of.
saw
Like,
someone-
if you're gonna do it off a bridge, you gotta do it like immediate decision.
Yeah.
If you're gonna
Yeah, like if
you're
I
gonna
saw
hang
someone
yourself, you
climb
can sit
over
there
the,
for
climb over like
2
the rail
days,
of a
like,
bridge like
thinking
that.
about
I
it.
feel like I would try to like
Yeah,
grab him
dude,
and
you'd
stop
be up
him.
there like, wish you would step back from
Yeah,
my legs,
with
my
my
friend.
Jim Carrey
yeah,
with
Joe,
his guitar.
make a joke out of it. Go ahead, please.
Or- yeah. Yeah, man. Yeah.
No, it's
No, it's Yes Man. That's the movie actually.
Oh yeah, sorry. Yes,
Yeah.
man.
but the
Me and
thing
Joe
is like
just
that
watched
2 days
that,
ago.
yeah.
Oh really?
Good movie.
it's just a lot more violent hanging yourself other than jumping off.
I disagree.
Yeah, I disagree.
No,
too,
because
dude.
when they think of jumping off the bridge, they don't think of
What
drowning.
about
They
jumping
think
off a building?
dying off.
Same thing.
That's easier.
then
'cause
jumping off the bridge.
You're hitting cement, bro. That's
Dude,
definite
that,
death.
but that's what we're saying, Ray, is like the water from the heights like that is cement. It's like Joe said, it's physics. It's statistically proven. If you jump from a certain height or whatever.
I'm not disagreeing with that. I'm saying it's an easier death for them than fucking hanging themselves.
What's easier to get to, the top of a tall building or that bridge?
both?
The bridge.
How are you going to get on the top
The
of a tall
bridge.
building?
I can get on the top of a building any fucking way I want to. You
Well,
name a
one-
building, I get on top of it.
One tall enough. You're so dumb.
Let's see
Quit
you get to the
talking.
top of the Renaissance building and take a picture, because I know people that got to the top of the Renaissance building, and it takes a lot of sneaking and a lot of planning.
I could get to that restaurant and just fucking run straight through the glass.
What restaurant?
And
Oh,
just
at the
kill
top.
myself.
You don't
Yes.
think that's protective glass? You don't think there's
and
like
Ray, how are you going to run through? You're just going to run and punch it? They're like,
And that's how I'll kill myself.
I'll
but-
tell you what, like
I
I
will run full speed into the glass and just fall backwards. And
Yeah,
I,
it just
not,
falls-
not a single person can bat an eye at the restaurant. They'd be like,
the
"Oh,
wait,
there's
the
that guy."
waiter or waitress is going to be like, okay, that dude's a fucking idiot.
you hit it and you splat like a bird. That would be so funny.
Where do you guys get this glass?
Then you get up and just play it off like, wow, that's some good glass. I'm
Who's
just
your glass manufacturer?
Okay, you guys are insured. Cool.
All right, man. What's yours? Your crazy moment. We got more, but what was the one of the ones you were gonna say?
Okay, I think like when I think the craziest moment of my life, I always go back to this, and you guys all know. I think you guys were all there for the most part. So allegedly, we got bored. We were drinking in one of our buddies' garages, and I don't even know how it came upon any of our heads. We were like,
Pause real quick. All three of
We
these
used to talk
stories
about it all the
have
time.
started with drinking.
"Oh, that's yeah."
But keep going.
You make
keep
your
going.
best decisions when you drink. So I don't know. Like I said, I have no clue how it started, how we even thought of it. But we were like, "Hey, let's go try to flip some cars." Like there was 5, 6 of us, maybe 7 of us. We were like, "Yeah, let's do it." So then we got in someone's car and we were driving around. And then we were like, "This is really stupid. Let's not get in the car. Let's go walk and do it." So then we parked the car back and we walked a few blocks down. I think the first car we did was like a little Focus. Picked it up, got in it. We tried going on their front lawn and it was parked on the street. We tried to go like on their front lawn and then we realized like, hey, there's no way we're going to get this over the curb.
the curb.
So then we just like picked it up the other way and like put it on its side. I hear the mirror shatter and I was like, oh my God, we just did that. We all start running as fast as we can and then you just hear the car slam down. I was like, we gotta go. And we just kept sprinting. All of us, there's like 7, 8 of us just sprinting down the street. We get like 6-7 blocks away. We all paused. We were like, dude, that was nuts.
Yeah, you guys, like,
that was
regathered yourself.
crazy.
Let's
And then
do
we were
it
like,
again.
let's get another one. So then we went to like a bigger, old, like, it was an older sedan, maybe like a
I thought it was
station.
a
Chevy
Fiat or
Cavalier.
something.
Chevy
something.
Cavalier.
Was
That's a
it?
heavy
Wasn't
car.
it white?
That's a heavy car.
No, it wasn't that heavy.
Wasn't that
No.
white?
Yeah, well,
You're talking about the one in the driveway, right?
no.
that's
no,
the one
no,
I'm
no.
thinking of.
You're
The
talking about
second-
the HHR then.
No, it was the second one we tried to do. It was a heavy car. I think it was an old like station wagon.
I think it was a.
And we weren't really in sync. Like with even the first one we did, we were just like, go. And like, so if you weren't pulling as hard as you could right at the beginning, it was kind of hard. So then we tried to do like a station wagon and we couldn't get it. It was just too heavy. We were like, dude, maybe we can't do this again. Like maybe we used the like, then we went to that HHR. Same thing in the street, tried to like flip it, got it on
An
its,
HHR.
yeah.
Yeah.
That's like a bigger car, is it not? Like,
No, not
compared to,
really.
like,
And HHR is like a,
It's like an
SUV
extended
kinda.
Focus.
yeah, like compared to like a two-door
It's,
Acura.
yeah,
But
kind
our
of.
logic behind it was like kind of like a car length chassis, but it's taller. So we were thinking like the higher weight, like center of gravity, we can get it to tip over
Good
more.
thought. Good thought.
That was the logic behind it, but that thing was heavy.
Yeah,
Sorry.
oh yeah.
Real
That,
heavy.
we did get that one like off of its two wheels, not fully on its side.
I think I got a
Google
hernia on
Google
that
the
one.
weight of an HHR real quick. But keep going with your story. I'm just wondering how much that car weighs.
So then, like again, we started running again, got away, and then we were like, dude, we can't flip these cars. Let's
I just
do
remember
one.
the last one being white. I remember it being a white car.
We don't have to perfectly describe the car.
No.
I just remember it.
No,
It
okay.
was silver.
3,200 pounds. 3,200 pounds. And there's how many of you?
I want to say
Seven?
7.
So what's 7 divided by 30 or 3,200?
No, I'm gonna do the fucking math.
Well, the thing is, you were not lifting up the whole car. You're lifting up half the car.
Yeah.
32.
'Cause
Yeah,
once it-
okay,
once
yeah,
it
you're
gets
not
to a
lifting
certain
it off the
point,
ground.
yeah,
You're
just-
yeah.
okay.
And then
that makes
it's
sense.
not. We could lift up every single one, but the problem was getting it above your shoulder.
Like
height.
doing like
so
a
yeah,
one
what-
clean
once
and
you
jerk.
get a chest to it, you gotta
get it right here
switch.
and you're like,
you gotta switch your grip, and then you gotta lift it above your head. And it's not straight above your head. You're pushing it forward above your head. So then you gotta walk forward, and none of us wanted to get underneath it because then when it comes down,
That shit is
That makes sense.
loud.
That makes a lot more
too,
sense.
dude.
Dunyan
Oh,
rings.
dude.
It was
so then
so loud.
we were like, okay, we gotta flip one, like flip it over. So we're like, let's do one in the driveway, so it'll be easier.
Okay. 1, 2, 3. This is your fourth car. You're on your
Third.
fourth car.
No, this
Third,
is third.
third.
Well, fourth attempt, yes, because we
Fourth
didn't
attempt.
pick up the one.
Fourth attempt.
So yes, so we go up to our fourth car and we're like, it's in some dude's driveway, and we're like, okay, let's get
this
it.
car's probably worth a solid $198.
Yeah. Oh, it was.
That's good. That's good. That's good.
So we get and we lift it up and it starts like rolling back down the driveway a little bit, and we were like, oh my god, dude!
and
we
the
broke it.
rocker
It's-
panels were rusted out, so as we were lifting it, it just broke through. All our
Oh,
hands
dude,
were like going through
I was
the
like,
car.
dude, we're all gonna drop it. It started rolling back. I'm like, someone's gonna get ran over. We're dead. So we all just dropped it, started running again. So then finally we're like, at this time we got a car. I don't know. We were committed. We were like, we are.
I remember
flipping
we went a
car
different
over.
city away.
We are flipping a car over. We were completely committed. So then we got in the car. We're like, we're going to flip a car. We're all just going to jump in and just dip. So we all got in the car, and I remember like our little thing was like 3 in the front, 4 in the back.
No, it's 4 in the front, 3 in the
4
back,
in the
which was
front, 3
weird.
in the back.
Yeah. Because our buddy had a wide body like Grand Marquis,
Yep.
and you could fit loaded down in that boy.
So that was like our thing. 4 in the front, 3 in the back. We go, and I want to say the last car was an older station wagon too, wasn't
It
it?
was a Taurus.
Yeah, it was a white. I remember it was
Silver.
white. Or
It's
allegedly
silver.
it was white.
Yeah.
I don't know.
I keep thinking it was
I
white.
I
have
don't
a
even
picture
remember.
of it.
Just to clarify, I was not. I was there.
I mean, this allegedly happened.
Yeah.
Yeah,
I
I'm not gonna
regret.
respond. No
I
comment from
regret
me.
not being with you guys. I regret it.
No comment.
So then we get to this. We get to this last car, and we're like, "This is it. We are getting this car." So we all jumped out. Our buddy parked up the street a little bit. We all jumped out, and we had just as hard as we could got this car and flipped it over, and I heard every window shatter. I think every single window shattered. And I didn't turn around. I didn't think of anything. I just ran to the car and jumped in as fast as I could. I'm like, go, go, go. I don't care who's in the car. We got to get out of here. So we got back to our friend's house. Our buddy like hid his car, and we were like, "Okay, come on, someone get in a different car. Let's go drive by." It was like 6 cop cars like surrounded. This car's in the middle of the street, flipped over.
Yeah, they say arsons, like people who are arsons, are always on the scene of the crime because they want to see the damage they did.
You
know?
have to.
Yeah,
You
yeah.
have to.
It's like an addiction, dude.
Yeah.
Yeah,
like
so we drove by and like it was just there was like 6 cars, streets blocked off. I mean, no one could go through. This car was in the middle of the road.
I wonder.
And
I wonder if,
everybody's
like,
completely bamboozled by how this car is sitting sideways in the middle of the road. Yeah, we never actually flipped it all the way over. We flipped it on its side.
No,
yeah.
no.
Yes,
The
yes.
last one,
I have a picture of it. Dude, you want me to go pull my USB right now and pull up the picture?
Yeah,
Prove that it's
please.
silver and it's
Whoa.
on a sign?
Whoa.
Do not fucking
I know.
tell the people that you have proof of it.
please.
Oh, yeah, this
I'll
allegedly
tell you,
happened.
100%. I've seen the same picture he has, and I know for a fact it's on its side in that picture. I don't know if you guys flipped it on the back.
Maybe we didn't, dude. I don't. Like I said, I
It
was
doesn't
like,
matter. Not
once
that-
I don't
it
know why I
flipped-
remember it being all the way down too, like on its roof.
Maybe it was and it flipped back because the picture that
There's no way it flipped
we
back.
were like, there's just how long after a crime day are you good? You know, like
Yeah. I mean, this
We're good.
just allegedly happened.
allegedly happened. Yeah,
Like we did get a picture of a flipped over car
Yeah.
because it was crazy.
yeah.
Like,
it's like-
someone
Did
had
you
a
just
flipped over
say
car.
how long after a crime you're good? So if you killed someone 5 years ago, hey bro, 5 years passed, you're
I
good.
think after like 20 years after like a murder, you're good, dude.
Dude,
Like,
I just watched this show on Netflix where this guy, he had like a hotel where he'd spy on the people in the hotel, and then he sold the hotel, and it was like 20, 30 years after, and he is old as hell, and he admits to everything on the Netflix series.
Well, what he did?
Yeah, it's called The Voyager. It's really weird. Don't watch it.
that's
Was that
not
like-
a wreck. That's not a wreck.
What?
No recommendation there. You're saying don't watch it.
Oh, it's just really weird. If you're into like really weird stuff like I am, watch it.
We all are.
Dude, I was speaking of like really weird things. I know it's a little off topic, but I was just talking to my dad last night actually. I don't know how we were talking about Aaron Hernandez and like you're an idiot. Like you did
He's the dumbest
nothing.
murderer in
You
the
did
fucking world.
nothing to like protect yourself.
That's why I told Ray. I think he wanted to get
Yeah,
caught.
that's what he said.
I think he really did.
Maybe.
Which-
It seems
how
like it.
you,
Did
Because
you
yeah,
not hear the
criminals are
conversation
idiots, but
when he talked to his mom? He said, "My cell's cozy."
Yeah, but that's. I feel
Dude
like
was
that was just playing it off.
psycho.
No, he was a
Psycho.
psychopath, man.
Yeah.
Psycho.
He's a psychopath.
Psycho.
But no, I remember one time, our producer over here, Matt. Well, their producer. I'll be on the show permanently soon, but he brought this girl that he was talking to over, and we were sitting in our buddy's garage where we always used to hang out. And for some reason, we started talking about like we could get away with murder, and we were in
remember that.
detailed.
Yeah. I was
And this
like-
is the first time this girl's hung out
Dude,
with
I
us.
think about that all the time.
And like we were like, yeah,
You know how
we
many-
could kill someone.
I
We could
don't.
get
I
away
don't
with
think
it.
about that moment, but I think about that all the time.
You know how many girls we like people bring over, and our friend group is like I know Jackass isn't a good comparison, but people come into our friend group, and it's surprising how wild we are. Not
a
that
lot to handle.
yeah, we're a lot to handle. So you know
The
how many
girls
times I've
love that
thought of
shit,
like
though.
Not all of them.
No, because it's unexpected. They're like, "Oh my god, these guys are fucking crazy."
Some
like, what are
girls
they gonna
eat
do
that
now?
shit up, and they want to hang out with our
Yeah,
group
and
all
I'm
the time.
gonna fuck every
And
single
then other
person
girls
and
never hang
hop-
out with.
Are like those kids are annoying as fuck.
If you
Fuck them.
if you embrace it, it's fun as fuck as a girl. But if you're like if you like look at it like as like if you're not into that shit at all, you're like these guys are too much for me because we get wild.
If I was a girl and Kevin came up to me and with his breath, I would punch him in the face.
Kevin's been chewing a lot of gum lately, man.
I-
Leave him
dude,
alone.
I'm very proud of him.
Yeah, Kevin is.
Hey, back to our first episode where we talk shit about Kevin. We take all that back. He's
Yeah.
made a lot of changes.
Yeah, we want to take everything bad we've ever talked about Kevin back.
Yes, props to Kevin.
Okay, I wasn't on the first episode. I'm gonna talk shit about his mullet because that's not good.
Come on, this is the best Kevin we ever had. Yeah, Kevin has a mullet, by the way.
No, it's
Dude, we went to
not. I'm
that.
trying to like think of a character in a movie show.
Dude, he's Morgan Wallen. He is Morgan Wallen. He was lit. We went to
He's
that
like
show and he's like, "I'm Morgan Wallen in the flesh," and I was like, "He's right."
No, he's
That's
like
what he looks like.
Stifler, but not cool. You know what I'm saying? Like that friend that you have that you're like, oh my god, like what are you doing, Stifler? But like it's Kevin, you know?
if when I'm around him, I don't feel embarrassed. But if I was another person that didn't know Kevin, I'd be like, "What the fuck is that dude doing?"
I feel embarrassed for Kevin all the time.
I don't because
don't.
I think
No?
other people look at him and like, not like that guy's
I have
cool.
that-
That guy's trying to be cool and it's stupid.
Like,
I think a lot of people. Look
I could
at
be
it like
sucking
that.
dick in the corner, and people will see me, and then Kevin will walk by and like he will just grab all attention, just being Kevin.
I don't know. I feel like other people's embarrassment. It's not a good. I don't like that I do it, but like when people do weird, embarrassing things, I feel it. I'm like,
Oh, dude, I love it. I eat it
I'm
up.
like, dude.
I don't
I'm
give
like-
a fuck, bro.
Me too, Ray. I'm like,
I don't give a fuck.
I used to be. My dad is the worst. He will embarrass anyone, anywhere.
Your dad's
So
the
like
best.
when I was younger, I was like, Dad, stop, you're embarrassing me. And now I'm like,
But it's different though.
like
'cause
that's my dad.
that's the thing. Like if you can take it from your dad, like that's your boy. I don't give a fuck. If you guys do something embarrassing, I really don't give a fuck at
Yeah.
all.
yeah. I
Yeah.
think should it be word of the day now? Are we there? Are we at that point?
Word of the day,
I'm still looking at this picture of this flipped over car.
Keep it going. Keep going. Matt, wait. that was a good one, dude. Next episode, it's got to be 30 seconds longer.
Your face looks like your dick after you get done jerking.
I'm about to pass out.
Okay, so the word of the day from Urban Dictionary once again is alligator fuckhouse.
Funk house? Alligator?
Fuckhouse.
Fuck house.
An alligator
Alligator
fuck house.
God damn
Watch,
it.
this one's not going to be
I
sexual.
know.
You want to go down the line?
Go ahead.
Okay, first, I just try to go right. You know, last time it was hard. That was a weird word. Alligator fuckhouse. I see it as a alligator brothel. You bring your your male alligator to this alligator fuckhouse. There's rooms with other beautiful alligators. laid
Wait,
out.
so this is like like
This is like
in the alligator's mind.
Bring your
You're
pet
an alligator.
alligator
No,
to
wait,
his
oh,
own
yeah,
brothel.
It's an alligator brothel. So there's rooms. Let's say
Is
six.
it your pet
there's
alligator, or are
6
you
rooms.
saying you're living as an alligator?
I am the alligator tamer.
Tamer.
Yeah, I'm an alligator tamer.
Oh, okay.
I want my. It might be better for a girl, but okay. Let me switch it up. So it's males in the alligator brothel, and you bring your woman alligator. You're like, I want little baby alligators. So I bring my woman alligator, and I walk her down the brothel of alligators, and I let her choose. You know, or we work something out. We're like, hey, this is a good one. He looks great, and we bring him in there. They do their business, and then we leave, and that would be the alligator fuckhouse.
That was just, you didn't even think of that one, dude. You just went for
Dude.
the obvious.
That was obvious.
I don't like when
that.
you
Was
think
obvious.
Yeah, alligator fuck house. It's obviously not going to be about alligators.
What if it's?
I know, dude. I'm trying to think of like
You
what
think it's not about alligators?
Yeah,
Absolutely
me neither.
not.
What
Hey, me
kind of
neither, Rick.
business is there for an alligator brothel? Like, how many people are trying to get their pet alligator that not many
Dude,
people
there's
have
some-
pregnant?
There is
Down
some
in
weird shit
Louisiana?
on the internet, dude.
Down in
Who
Louisiana,
knows?
dude. Like people like jack dogs off to like get their sperm to like put into women dogs.
Yeah,
to
it's called
breed 'em.
husbandry.
Yeah, or
God
like
damn.
horses. They do it for horses.
Dude, Matt lives on Urban Dictionary.
Stop,
He's like,
dude.
let me find the weirdest shit and then let me use it in a
I
sentence.
think if
That's
you're doing a
why rumors
podcast,
been
you should be
acting-
educated about things that might
That's why
possibly come
rumors
up
been
in
acting
conversation.
weird lately, dude.
Oh god.
AKA jacking off dogs.
Yeah, dude, Matt's got a point. Jacking off has been a hot topic on this podcast.
We always talk about jacking off.
So
Might as well
Matt
go
was
with
like, "What if they talk about jacking off dogs? I'm gonna be the
I'm gonna
most
know every
educated."
It's alligator husbandry. That's what it's called. A brothel, an alligator brothel. Go ahead. Let's see
Okay,
what you
Mr.
think. Alligator fuck.
Alligator
house.
fuck house. I think it's when a bunch of dudes go into a pond and they all swim. You hear the chair. They all swim. They're all butt naked, and it's 40s and up. Can't be. It's got to be like 40 years old and up.
Why?
I don't know. I just think of alligators.
Yeah,
If they were human.
it's just what is coming to his mind.
Yeah.
Okay.
Let me be, Joe.
Like-
So they're swimming, right? These 40-year-old dudes, and they're all married, but they're all with other male alligators. Men. with other men, with
Other
other
men.
40-year-olds, okay?
Okay.
And they're swimming towards each other, and then one stacks on top of the other,
Okay.
and then another man, another man comes and eats someone on the bottom's ass, and then another man is fucking the dude that's on the bottom that's eating ass while eating the dude's on top's ass. Alligator fuckhouse.
Spot on.
What alligator? Where does alligator come in?
Here's
Just the
what-
fact that they're
no,
swimming.
No. Is
Or
the
they don't use
alligator,
lotion
is
in their
alligator
scaling.
the term that women use for dudes who go after
On
young
top.
girls? So you got like a cougar.
That's why I thought 40s.
You know what I'm saying? Yeah, that's what. Yeah. So
But they're fucking other men.
A
Alligator.
cougar is the girl
It's a
that likes
version.
fucking
An
young
alligator.
dudes.
that should be what it's called. If it doesn't have a term
Dude,
already.
that's a
See, I like when you guys collectively like try to come up.
an
with
alligator.
something.
That's a good one.
Yeah.
See?
Like the first thing that clicked in my head, dude, you said alligator, and all I thought was Ric Flair talking about his alligator shoes. So that has been stuck in my head. I was like, dude, Ric Flair is fucking.
Ric Flair coming in his
Yeah,
shoes.
dude, Ric Flair in like a brothel. Ric Flair in a brothel. Alligator fuckhouse.
What if Ric Flair fucked girls with his alligator shoes?
That's what I'm
That's
thinking.
what he's
like
saying,
Ric
like,
Flair
just the-
walked in
just the
naked
alligator
with
shoes.
just his alligator shoes on.
I
and then
just
he's
fucked
fucking.
your bitch
Oh,
in
but
my
no,
alligator
dude.
shoes.
Ric Flair has crocodile shoes.
Oh,
dude.
But I don't. That's the first thing that clicked in my
Okay.
head.
You know who does have alligator shoes? Is
Kevin.
our boy Kevin.
Are those alligator?
They're
al-
caiman.
Yeah, they're caiman leather.
Which is a type of alligator.
All right, pull it up. Am I gonna read it?
Let me.
God, I don't even want to.
Okay, but let's wait. Let's collectively. Let's come up with like.
Well, no, we'll he's gonna read it, and then we'll collectively come up. We'll have a final decision. So read.
Oh,
us,
I have
read
another
it in a
one.
sentence.
Oh, in the sentence,
In a
okay.
sentence.
Yeah.
Okay, the sentence is apparently it's Sally talking. Sally says, "Last night Johnny surprised me with an alligator fuckhouse, and I came for an hour and a half.
Oh
I
my
think the
God.
bite may have left a scar though."
Okay. Now we know that it's a sex move.
And he bit something.
biting.
He
No,
bit
he
something.
brought in an alligator, right? Like, you know how girls are into knife play? Not girls, like normal girls. People are into knife play where you cut them and shit. That's
Oh.
the thing. So,
Yeah.
It's a real thing.
You guys don't think that's a thing because
Hey, dude, I'll be your permanent partner on this podcast. I swear.
Want to know where I got these scars?
Why so serious? Okay, so he brings in an alligator and lets the alligator eat his girl out. The alligator fuckhouse.
Does he train the alligator to just
Yeah,
use his
dude, I don't-
tongue?
I don't- Dude, she said bite though. Like, so
Can you
if
read it again, please?
Sally says, "Last night Johnny surprised me with an alligator fuckhouse, and I came for an hour and a half!" Exclamation point. I think the bite may have left a scar though.
It might not be an alligator. It might be him being an alligator.
Yeah, dude,
maybe.
he's gotta like. He's definitely the. It's
Maybe he's grabbing on her.
I got it.
Well,
I
how
got
is
it.
he the alligator?
He has a alligator's skull, and he's like inside the skull, pretending he's an alligator.
But
What
no,
if
dude,
he
it's-
takes
It's
the-
gotta be. It's like a move. It's a sex.
It's definitely
move,
a sex move.
He hit her with the alligator
Yeah,
fuckhouse.
but she got a bite. Is she gonna bite from
I said
him?
he surprised her. So
oh,
like,
with the alligator.
it was a
Okay.
surprise.
What if he's like, she's laying on her stomach, and he's like slithering up on her like an alligator would, okay?
Mhm.
Like just walking like this. And he goes on top of her and then just fucking munches her ass and just goes
Dude, I was like,
and
is
just
he
goes off on her ass.
is he biting her pussy or her ass?
I think he's
Might
either
be-
biting her ass cheeks and then going
But
into
why would
the
you
lips.
come for over an hour from someone chomping on your bits?
yeah.
Joe, we don't know. Why do people enjoy knife
Knife
cutting?
play? Knife play?
Whatever the fuck you said.
Yeah, dude. You
I
know how
guarantee you, I'm good at these. I guarantee you, I'm the closest.
You know
But
how the guy like grabs his mic, he's like, "Fuck her in the pussy." He's like, "Bite her in the pussy."
Let's go. Yeah, let's go with like he is thinking he's an alligator and he's chomping on her pussy. Is that
Yeah.
what we're collectively agreeing with?
Bong, 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 bong.
Close enough.
Or like a Rottweiler with a toy where he's like,
That's what they do. They death roll.
That's what I keep thinking of.
The death
dude.
roll?
That's what I keep thinking of. Yes. Him. Okay, this is her vagina
Oh,
right here.
he's eating
And
her
he's
like this.
going like this.
You know how like you
around.
know when you're going down and you grab like you grab the hips like this and you got it, and then you death roll. You know you hit the roll right there.
I've never heard or done that, but
Weak pussy.
You never what? You never done the death roll? You've never
yeah,
done
the death
the
roll.
sex.
Oh,
the hands.
the hand.
You want me to show you how it's done on Ray?
I
If
No,
you
I got
wasn't
it.
here, you
I
would
got
have
it.
already been doing it.
I got an image of it. I know what you're
Okay.
saying.
So, are you good at reading?
I can't. We've already established I don't have my contacts or glasses. I
Yeah,
can't.
he
see
said
it.
he can't
I'll
even
do
see
it.
the
I
TV.
normally do it. I'll do it.
Go ahead.
Okay.
Okay, here it comes.
3, 2, 1.
Well, was that a clue? Here it comes. Hey, zoom up, buddy.
Yeah, can you zoom?
Oh,
My boy.
and you wanted
Here we
me
go.
to read that?
Here we go. A daring
Okay, what the
sexual maneuver mid-coitus.
What the fuck does that mean?
You're an idiot. Mid-coitus, one
don't know what it
person
means
bites
either.
the neck of the other, locks their arms and legs down, and goes into a death roll, all while maintaining insertion, like downshifting a car.
And that's what the definition
Alligator
says?
fuckhouse. You want me to read it again?
Like downshifting a car. That's what it says?
Let me read it
It's
again.
right in front of your face that you
I
actually had
can't-
vision.
Yeah, I can't see.
A daring sexual maneuver. Mid-coitus, one person bites the neck of the other, locks their arms and legs down, and goes into a death roll, all while maintaining insertion, like downshifting a car.
Are you not gonna fucking explain what mid-coitus is?
Okay.
Coitus
I'm
is a
assuming
technical
it's
term
sex.
for sex.
Coitus
Yeah,
is
I
the
had a-
nerd term. It's like the technical term for oral. It's not for sex. It's for
Okay.
oral. Coitus is.
So you call me stupid for not being
Wait,
a nerd?
Have you
While
never watched Big
inserted-
Bang Theory?
Wait.
No.
While inserted, how is he inserted if it's oral sex?
Fornication. Okay, I was wrong. It's intercourse.
sex.
I
Yeah,
thought
I was
it
gonna
was.
say,
I thought it
you're
was
like-
oral. I
it
thought it
can't
was
be oral.
Oh,
Oh,
no, no.
God,
It's
what are you
just sex.
stupid?
Look, he
You
already
Joe?
guys are
Yeah.
all stupid.
What are you fucking stupid, Joe?
I've
You're
never
so
heard that
dumb.
word.
I
I'm
knew
not
it
gonna
was-
lie.
you never heard
I say
coitus?
it sometimes
No.
from time to time. Partake in coitus. You never like asked the chicks you wanted to partake in coitus.
No.
God, now I will.
Look up fornication real quick. Click that one. Fornication, please.
You don't
Do
know
you
what
think that's oral
fornication
sex?
means. Fornication means
No, I'm just wondering what it.
two married persons fucking each other.
Go
Duh.
back. Go back to.
Is that what
death roll.
fornication is? They got to be married?
Yeah.
See, I didn't
So-
know that either.
Just kidding. It said not married.
This
to each
isn't
other.
honestly. This
Did
isn't
it?
that bad of a
Yeah.
move. So you are.
It's not that bad of a move.
You're gonna
What the fuck?
bite her neck.
Yeah, you know how you bite and suck on the girl's
Dude.
neck.
She
You
said,
never bit a girl's neck ever.
I've bit, but like this seems.
Zach
deep.
just said he hasn't had the sex.
Yeah, dude. I've never done that. The
I don't
sex.
get why it's like downshifting a car. That's what I don't.
I
that's
didn't really
confusing.
understand
No, you don't
that
understand
either.
that either.
Like,
But it doesn't seem that crazy. You're in missionary and you bite her neck and then you death roll. Like
yeah.
that's
The alligator fuck house.
that's a good one, dude.
It's not,
It's
you just
way-
said it's not a good one.
I think I'm gonna have to.
No, the downshifting one. The downshifting part.
I don't
I
like
think
it
I'm
at
just
all.
gonna start asking.
I don't like it at all because
Like,
the reason why is
asking what?
because you have to be in like a fucking hammock or some shit to do this because there's no other way
Like,
you can
you know-
fully death roll.
No, if you got
Do you want?
if
I
you got
swear I
like
could
a
do it
long
right
bed
now.
or you got like
A king?
like you're outside. You're like on
But
the
this
grass.
is normal though,
you
bro.
can just keep
What do you
rolling.
mean
dude.
it's normal?
What do you mean you've never been like on missionary and you like flip over to where the girl goes on top?
But
That's
you
pretty much
have
like a death
to
roll.
be biting
Keep
her neck
spinning and then
while
you
you're
gotta-
spinning.
Yeah,
Like,
that's fine.
There's a difference. There's a difference between a flip over or one flip over and a death roll. A death roll is a continuation.
Well, that's what I'm saying. You have to
Oh,
be in a
you go-
fucking hammock because how are you going to continuously
A
death roll
hammock,
on the
Ray?
bed?
What are you?
Dude,
You're
if
not.
we go up to the hill next to your house and go up to the top and then just start.
Oh, that's
That's what I'm
rolling
saying.
all the way
You
down?
can't be on the
Perfect.
bed. That's what I'm saying. You cannot be on the bed.
If you got
This-
California King,
Dude, you wanna know what you
just
gotta do?
roll-
You gotta, like,
roll back and
bounce.
forth. Alligators don't death roll one way. They roll one way and then they'll switch it
no,
to the
dude,
other
you
way.
gotta bounce.
Yeah,
and,
but
like,
they go
barrel roll
fast
in the
as
air.
fuck.
Yeah,
Yeah.
Can you pull up a video of an alligator death roll, please?
With people?
We don't want got live leaks. Alligator death roll. I just want to see one doing it. And
You've never
imagine
seen it?
Yeah, I've
It's
fucking
intense.
seen it.
Okay, so why
I'm
do
a
you need to
huge
see
Steve
it?
Irwin fan. Of course I've seen it. Come on.
This is a human too. That's what's great.
Okay. Man caught in crocodile death roll. Untamed
Oh,
and
see,
uncut.
crocodile.
Yeah,
Ric Flair.
crocodiles are more aggressive than alligators.
So what we got here is this guy toying with an alligator.
He's
got-
Chinese, if you're wondering.
Yeah. Might have the corona. He's got some type of stick in his hand, and now he's inserting his hand into the crocodile's mouth.
He just touched his tongue.
Wow. He just touched the crocodile's tongue.
How
This is-
long is this video?
Yeah, just.
Oh, dude, I don't want to
Yeah,
see
we
this.
just want to see
talk.
the
Speed
death
it
roll.
up.
Death roll.
You should have done 2 alligators.
He's
That's
slapping.
Each other.
He's slapping the crocodile.
Why do people do this?
I don't know. I kind of want to.
That's so.
Remember in Florida where we pulled over to try to wrestle that alligator?
Yeah,
at
that
like
was
4
dumb.
o'clock in the morning.
I mean, like we knew that we weren't gonna kick.
no,
this
I was
alligator.
trying. I was literally trying to.
But yeah,
He is fast.
Matt, please keep skipping.
Dude, I'm
I
trying.
don't think this is gonna happen. That's what I
He's
came to the
probably just
conclusion.
right
Here it
here.
goes.
Right here.
He's got him.
Oh,
Just bit his arm. Death roll. Twisted his arm completely.
how
Oh,
many
dude, he
spins? How
pulled-
many spins did he do?
3.
Okay. He's got his arm.
Full 360.
1 to the left. 1 to the left.
Fucking
2 to the
idiot.
left. 3 to the left.
Oh, you see
Oh
his arm
my
at the
god, his
end?
arm is completely twisted up.
Dude, look how many times he's spinning right there. He's attacking like a hippo or something.
We'll throw this link in the bio. It's pretty wild. That guy just got his arm bit and death rolled. That was crazy.
So is that what happens to your dick after you're done?
Dude,
No, you remain inserted the whole
bite-
time.
No,
You're biting her
rotating with
neck.
her.
Yeah, you're biting.
Yeah, but you know how
So-
much
Or him.
you know
for you
how
weirdos
much
out there.
how strong a girl's pelvic is,
Yeah.
like the vaginal bone.
yeah.
If
You
that
think
shit
she's
is spinning like that,
Hey, dude,
And
the
you're-
alligator part is you biting her neck, not her.
What are you talking about? Yeah, yeah. So
squeezing
You're
your
rotating
dick
with
off?
them.
you want me to show you on the ground what it's like?
no.
Okay.
Okay, back to memories.
He,
Go back to
he
memories.
really wants to do that.
He's
He really wants
dude.
the alligator fuck.
What are you gonna
house,
cut
dude.
me after
The
2, you
girl's,
little
like,
knife
wrapped
playing
around-
fuck?
The girl like wrapped around you. You don't know nothing about knife play.
I fucking hope not.
All right. Back to
How do you top that now?
I don't know. Our word of the day is always like the best part. I look forward to it so much.
I knew it was gonna be something about sex, you little dirty fuck.
Dude,
Every time.
he's a sex addict.
We're gonna-
He goes to classes. You didn't know?
We're gonna keep this one going. There's no reason to stop it, but I'm just letting you guys know we're already at an hour. We've already been talking for an hour, which is crazy. It
Yeah.
felt like maybe half hour.
What if
maybe?
we brought Zach back next week and talked about more memories?
No.
Maybe split it into 2?
No. How about we show Matt to the people next week?
show Matt?
I've
Yeah.
been waiting. I've been waiting for that episode. I'm like, when is Matt gonna
I
be
thought
on
I
an
was just gonna be
episode?
the voice in the background. The whole
No,
entire
dude,
time.
your face has to be on there. I think you need to be featured on like
Well-
an episode.
Well, I say we keep bringing up the memories and we'll see where it goes. Like we're not
Get
too
a few-
far. We're not too far in. There's no reason why to stop.
We're
I don't
good.
think.
Keep going. What's your next one?
I don't know if I want to do mine next. It's too deep. If I go into mine, it's gonna be.
I'll go.
That's
Okay.
what I'm saying. I got some
Okay.
memories too. I could bring up.
Yeah, let's
Matt's memory. Matt's
Okay, yeah,
No,
let's
mine
do
are
Matt's.
mine are deep though too.
Joe is so fucking selfish, dude.
Um,
What are you talking about?
God, it's just
I
about the
just
people that
chose
he brings.
not
I know,
to
I
do
was-
mine.
I was thinking like, are we gonna is Matt gonna do a memory without like his face?
Bro,
on
I
it?
just want
Hey,
you to
look.
know that last time we did the travel shit or the ranking shit, I was like, we should have Matt do one too. He's like, no, I don't think so.
I didn't know.
He was
that's
like,
not
do
what
you?
I said.
That's
No.
what he said. He said Matt is
He's
holding us
taking-
back.
no.
He said he hates living with you. He said he shits on your bed every time you leave and cleans it up.
He told me
It's
he-
okay
he
because
told me
I'm
he
most
didn't
likely
clean it
to
up.
pull that shit up.
Look, I say fuck it. Let's do all of our memories and make this one long. Like it doesn't matter if this one's
How about
long.
we all do a collective crazy memory where we were all there?
I,
That was crazy.
I didn't think of any of those. I say we just keep going with what we're doing. However long it lasts, it lasts. I don't
Okay.
think it cares. I don't think it matters.
Okay, Matt, go.
See?
He still wanted to go. He still wanted to say his memory.
Do you think Matt was low? You think he was prepared for this?
Absolutely.
Okay.
Oh, dude, it's talking about memories. It's not like I gotta
Yeah,
prepare. Like I'm not forging a story.
Matt's like this. Yeah, memories. No memory for me.
When you said forging a story, all I did was see you on a fucking.
With an anvil.
Okay, just
All right.
let me pour some more wine here.
Look at fucking stop it.
So
you
selfish. I don't know
I
why.
think like near death stories are like crazy stories for me. And this one is you guys are probably thinking about a different one, but I got a different one, a near death story. So we used to, as we were younger, we used to always go to this place. We called it Mario Land. And this place was they'd make cement, they'd manufacture the cement tubes that they'd use for like construction or drainage or sewage. Like what do they use those things for?
I think it's mainly
it's
for
drainage.
sewage.
Drainage and sewage.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So they're just giant cement tubes, and they're all stacked at different angles and stuff. So it looks like the tubes in Mario that you can go in and out of. So we'd go there, sneak in there. You weren't supposed to be back there, but we go back there, run around these tubes, go in and out, all this stuff.
Real quick. So, like he said, we're not supposed to go back there.
Allegedly trespassing.
Allegedly. We would always go to all the way in the back, and that's where all the like broken. You'd find a few that are like completely together, but it's usually the broken ones. They're just scattered all over the place.
But this story actually happened in the front part where they're all evenly stacked.
I know what you're talking about.
Since we're all just jumping in Matt's thing, to set the scene, this thing's probably 3 football fields wide and maybe 10 football fields long.
Okay.
Would you agree?
It had,
Filled.
it had
Yeah.
to be some acres of
Huge.
property.
Filled
You're-
with cement.
A big
100 acres,
business.
mate.
Yeah.
It's huge, all with cement pipes. Huge 20-foot, 10-foot cement pipes.
And every kid in this area knows about it.
Yeah.
Every kid in this area probably went there at some point.
And everyone calls it Mario Land. It's
Yeah.
collectively called Mario Land.
So in the front area, they're all like evenly stacked. They're all nice and organized. They're fresh tubes. They aren't
Unbroken.
broke or anything. So they had these tubes, and they had them on basically like cement rollers, so you could roll them off probably for like loading in and out of the trucks. So we thought it would be a good idea to try to roll this one down the roller. So we get on top of it and we push it and we get it rolling a little bit. So we get it rolling, and everybody's like happy that we got it rolling. But my dumbass wanted to push it all the way off the end. So I jumped down in between the 2 rollers, and then they were just happy that we just pushed it a little bit, backed off, and this thing starts rolling back on me. So I am stuck in between these 2. How much do you think one of those weighs?
That thing is at least like 6,000 pounds, dude.
That's
More.
honestly, I was going to say 4 or 5.
You think
I
they're
would
that
say
much?
6.
Oh,
They're
yeah,
heavy. They're
dude,
really
dude.
heavy.
It's
I
got to be
think-
more than 2,000.
Yeah.
More than close to a car.
If it wasn't like gravel and it wasn't like
There,
a ramp,
It's
that
a-
thing would
it's
have
a-
not fucking
it's a
moved. with
10
us.
by
Yeah.
10 cement tube.
Dude, they might
It's
be
pure cement.
heavier than what you guys are thinking. Because just remember trying to like move even like there could be 6, 7, 8, 9 of us trying to push it.
Yeah.
That was
And
that thing
also
was
couldn't
on,
budge
on
them.
the inside of them to make them, they use rebar.
Yeah.
And then they put cement around it. So
Yeah.
there's metal in there
Yeah.
too. So anyways, this thing starts rolling back. I'm stuck in between these. They're just having fun, like laughing that we got it to move a little bit. So this thing starts rolling back. I brace my elbows on the one behind me and put my wrist on this, and I literally felt my forearms like snapping. I thought I was about to break my forearms and then get squished. And I didn't know what to do. I kind of just went, "Ugh," and then they like.
I
think
remember pulling
Ray,
it off.
Ray,
dude.
Ray
Me and
definitely
Chuck.
helped, and then somebody else
It was me and
caught
Chuck.
on.
Yeah, I remember.
Dude,
Chuck.
And
I was
pulled
I
it
there.
remember
off.
pulling
I
it
wasn't there
off,
for that,
dude,
and I
and
don't remember you ever telling me this story. That's
Yeah, and
So
then,
you know
like,
how if you're
You were
extended-
in between 2 of those
Yes.
on a. They were
yeah,
rolling
on
down.
like on a roller.
Holy.
So you know how like
shit.
your body extends like this if you put your back, this is your back, these are your legs, and your body extends like this. Matt started like this when he was like trying to stop it, and
Yeah,
he
I was
ended
pushing
up
with
like
my
this.
feet. I was on top of the other
He
one.
ended
pushing
up
it
like
with my
this,
feet
bro.
Like his
first.
knee-
And
I
then
know
when we got it to
exactly.
move, I hopped down in between them and was just pushing it.
His knees
Oh
were
my
up to his fucking like neck. His
Like, when
knees were
you're on
up
the-
to his neck.
when
'cause
you're on
he
the
couldn't
leg
stop.
press
Had
and
it
you put
not
a
been
little
so,
too
you know,
much
if you
weight.
not acted like that and you didn't do anything, that thing would have crushed you.
Oh yeah,
Easily.
it was
dude.
like it
Easily.
was super scary, and like at the time, like I don't think anybody realized how scary it was besides me. Like I literally
No, we just brushed it off and kept
yeah,
going.
like everybody was
I
just like,
remember.
oh
Yeah, like
yeah,
that.
laughing,
it
laughing,
could've
blah blah
been
blah.
that.
And I in my head, I'm like, dude, that was like really bad. That was like the stupidest thing I ever did.
The thing about being back there, if you get hurt back there, you're fucked. If like your friends are gonna have to carry you out over, a couple miles.
Oh, especially where like they were at, like you're really there's no one. It's
you could go out the front because you can go out the front
Yeah.
it's
Then you
wide
get
open.
in trouble.
You might get in trouble.
I mean, if
Yeah,
you're
but at the
in
point where you're getting like, if you got like a medical
yeah.
emergency, whatever, you're gonna take the
Take the L.
trespass.
They
You're
had,
gonna take the L.
they had fucking attack dogs and shit too. Remember?
What?
That was
Not attack
That was
dogs.
hypothetical. We heard dogs and we were afraid that there might possibly be dogs, but we never seen a dog back there.
How many times have you been back there?
Oh, too many. Hey, I've been back there a lot of times.
I've probably been back there 15 times. I would say 15.
I've probably been like 30.
Yeah.
I'm thinking more, dude.
Way
Yeah,
more.
maybe.
way more. I
I think more than 30.
I used
dude,
to take
eighth grade,
take people back there
I
all the
remember
time.
like eighth.
I've been back there like 20.
The
20
transfer
times.
between like 8th and 9th grade that summer, we were there every other day. Like every other day.
And we
It's
wouldn't
so
go there
cool,
just to
man.
play around, just to chill.
It's so cool.
And then
back
spray
there, man.
paint and shit. graffiti. That was
Allegedly.
fun.
Yeah, we had played tag on all these too.
Yeah,
Yeah,
dude, that
yeah.
And it was so intense because you're like sprinting and jumping these huge gaps with no thought about it.
Red
Like,
Death. Remember
Red
Red
Death.
Death?
That was exactly
jumping.
running through the Red Death. You were
Oh,
like,
Red Death is
yeah, and there's also
to explain.
metal shards of
Super
rusty
Yeah, like you
metal
said, they're
all
all-
over the place.
Yeah.
they're all broke. The rebar's all hanging up.
Yeah.
Just step on
It's
it.
like
It's
like
all muddy
three-
back there too sometimes.
It's like 2/4 of like legit pipes that are still in good condition. Then there's like a quarter of like broken rebar, completely broken pipes, concrete rebar sticking up, and then there's another quarter of half broken pipes.
I wish everybody could experience that place. Really,
Yeah,
Dude,
That
I
place is
I
awesome.
asked Kennedy, I'm like, have you ever been to Marioland? She's like, what's that? I'm like, you're joking.
That's like my
Dude.
childhood.
Lincoln she grew up in Lincoln Park. I mean, I guess she only went to Lincoln Park High School. She didn't
Yeah,
live
I
there
mean,
that long.
girls
But
are
I'm like,
different though. Like my girlfriend just went there like last year.
yeah. I don't know.
It,
I just
it
feel,
rained and shit when they were there, and then one of them got like a scratch or something. I'm like, you guys are dumb. Why'd you even go back there? You guys are idiots.
But
Her and
what was
her-
that? You know what I was thinking of while he was talking about that? Remember when we climbed the high school? We got on top of the high school, and I was
Allegedly.
jumping down, and
On
I
that thing?
slipped, and the ledge was right here, and then there was the fucking ground, and we were like, I literally I slipped. And I landed on one leg and I tilted over to the side and,
And,
he
like,
fucking
caught
grabbed
you.
me and yanked me over. And that's when we had like at least like 100 tennis balls we were throwing off the roof.
allegedly.
That shit was crazy.
Allegedly throwing them at cars. That
That shit was
by.
crazy, dude.
Was that the only one you had?
oh,
You
no,
got
I can
more?
go all day. That's what I'm saying.
Go
Like,
ahead. Let's bring it back around this way.
So he's gonna go double? Go
Yeah.
ahead. Go ahead.
Oh,
You wanna go double?
Another near-death one. I was driving on my way to work. 2 p.m. in the
Good story.
afternoon. 2 p.m. in the afternoon, driving to work,
Okay.
just a regular day. Get to work. I'm a little bit early, so I'm like, I'm gonna go and get some a sweet tea from McDonald's because I was hungry and wanted my sweet tea because I love sweet tea from McDonald's. So I pull up to the McDonald's, get my sweet tea, get my food, pulling out of the drive-thru, and it's kind of like a rough area. It's right on the edge of Detroit and Lincoln Park. Worked at an AutoZone. And as I'm leaving, there's always a bunch of hobos out there. So one comes up to me. He goes, hey, man, I'm super thirsty. Is there any way you can get me something to drink? I go, hey, man, you know they give out free water if you go in and ask for a water cup. He goes, yeah, I know that. I'm like, okay. And he's like, but I haven't had anything good to drink in a while. So I'm like, okay, whatever. I'm going to give into this. So I gave him my sweet tea. So I drive out of the McDonald's, go eat my food in the AutoZone parking lot. And the whole entire time, I'm still thinking about this damn sweet tea that I wanted the whole entire time. So I go back into the McDonald's, get my sweet tea. As I'm pulling out, hop in the turnaround to go back to AutoZone, pull out normal, no one's coming, pull out. As I'm driving, getting up to speed, I look in my rearview mirror, and all I see is this car flying behind me, like 100 plus, like 80, 100, and I don't know exactly, but this car was flying. And I'm like, okay, this guy's just driving like an idiot. He's going to get over. And then, like, as I was watching in my rearview mirror, I'm like, oh, they are not getting over in time. At the last second, they try to get over, and I had a lifted Jeep. So my Jeep sat really high, and this was a little car. And they clipped the back right corner of my Jeep and set me into a roll into the median. And all I remember is realizing the car was going to hit me, bracing myself. I had no seatbelt on. Bracing myself, I grabbed the underneath of the steering wheel. And I remember flipping over once, hearing my Jeep smash and everything. Next thing I know, I like blinked, and all I see is grass and like tops of buildings, and I'm flying out the windshield,
Oh my god.
flying through the air. So in my head, I'm like, oh, this is it. I'm dead. I'm like, I'm going to try to land. And I used to do like free running, parkour, all this stuff. So I'm like, I got to land and roll. That's what I got to do. I got to land, try to roll out. So that's basically what I did. I landed, rolled out, ended up just sitting there on the ground in the middle of the median, no shoes on.
Your shoes got knocked off?
Yeah, no
I
shoes
remember.
on.
Didn't they steal your shoes?
No. I had no shoes on, and I look over next to me, and the first thing I do, actually, the first thing I realized I was okay, and the first thing I thought about was my Jeep, because I love that thing. So I turned around, looked at it. It didn't look that bad from my view. It looked like, it was wrecked, but it wasn't that bad. So the first thing I did, I took out my phone and took a picture of the Jeep for insurance. I don't know why I was thinking about
While you were
insurance.
still sitting on the ground.
Yeah.
He was like this.
You were
That
in
was-
shock.
that was-
you were in shock.
That was the
That
first
Jeep
thing. The first thing I
was
was thinking about.
total.
Oh, like worse
As
than total.
smashed as a car can get is
Yeah.
what that thing looked like.
Yeah.
When you said you thought it was good, I'm like,
Well,
were
my
you-
view,
what
the
were you
side
looking at?
that I was looking at wasn't the side that it rolled on, so it wasn't that bad.
Yeah,
Like
if-
the hood was dented a little bit from the side, and then the rear axle was completely off.
Had you
so I'm
like-
like, oh, I just need a new rear axle, leaf springs, whatever. I'll put it back together.
That's what because he's a mechanic. So the first thing that's going through his mind right when he sees that shit is,
This motherfucker was ordering parts while you were sitting there.
I was placing it all in my head. I was running.
he's like, okay, it's about $2,000
He's like,
in
how
damage.
much?
It's
How
gonna
much
take like 3
OT do
trips
I
to the
gotta work
junkyard.
today to fix my
He's
Jeep?
squirting fucking blood over here. His neck's broken.
So then, like, after I take the picture, I turn around. There's the hobo, literally the hobo that I gave my sweet tea to, is standing next to me with his other hobo friends, and one of them's trying to grab my wallet that's on the ground, that's right next to me, trying to grab my wallet. So I like snatched it out of his hand. And like one of my buddies that worked with me, he was outside taking a smoke break, and he ran over first thing, so he was right behind the hobos.
Realistically, you shouldn't
And
have
he
been
pushed,
even
like, that
moving.
hobo off and
Like,
everything.
In all reality, you shouldn't even been moving.
Yeah, they wouldn't let me stand up. I was still sitting on
Yeah.
the ground.
Dude, when
So
I saw the
ambulance
picture,
showed up. Basically, I said, "Give me my shoes. I'm going into work." And they're like, "No, we can't do that. We can't have you make any decisions right now. We don't know if you got a concussion." I'm like, "Buddy, I've had a lot of concussions already." I'm like, "I know if I have a concussion."
like this, like
you had a concussion, dude.
no, all I did was fracture my left wrist. I
There's
didn't hit my head or anything.
They put you on a neck
You don't
brace,
need
didn't
to.
they?
You don't need to hit your head to get a concussion just from shaking your head.
You can have
you
internal
got
bleeding,
you got
bro.
slammed into and you went flying through the air, man. I would bet you had one, man.
it wasn't that bad. I went clear exit through the windshield.
especially like you having concussion. I know a lot of people that like play hockey or I mean any sport really that like get concussions and they're like, I got a concussion, I'm good. I'm like, what do you mean?
Yeah.
They're like, I'm good.
I've gone to the
I'm fine.
hospital 2 times for like the 5 concussions I've had, and both of it was pointless trips. Sit there
Because
for
they weren't
hours.
serious.
Yeah,
Most
they
Most of the
can't. You
time.
can't
I'm sure
really.
it was. I'm sure maybe you didn't.
So
get a
this one, they
concussion, but-
forced me to go in the ambulance, got in the hospital. They treated it as a code red because I got in a rollover accident, rushed me into this room, asked me a bunch of questions, cut my clothes off, my work clothes that I
Ooh.
paid good money for,
What else?
cut my clothes off,
What do they do next?
and then put me in a neck brace.
Beth told you.
Put me in a neck brace, and then after I told them I was okay, they put me in the hallway for like 3 hours, and I sat in the hallway.
Yep.
Luckily, some of you guys showed up and like entertained me, but it was sucked. I wanted to get out of there so bad.
Dude, I just remember I was at work, like you said, 2 p.m. That's what time I used to go into work, and I just remember seeing the picture of his car. Nothing, not hearing about anything, seeing the picture of his car, and I'm like, my friend's dead.
Yeah, I thought he was like when I seen that shit, I was like, dude, my buddy just got seriously fucked up.
Someone was
And
like,
my heart dropped.
someone was
I
like, hey,
remember,
Matt got into an accident. I'm like, what? And then they sent the pictures, and I was like, he's dead.
Dad.
You know what's funny? He sent us a fucking Snapchat 30 minutes after he was in a neck brace like this. He's literally laying down on the fucking gurney, dude.
Another thing is, an hour after I got released out of the hospital, the first thing I did was hang out with my friends and ended up punching some kid in the middle of the road because he hit a girl. He was fighting with his girlfriend down the street from my friend's house. Ended up going up to him and just punching him in the face, and I had a cast on my left
You're
wrist.
reckless,
Dude, I was riding my bike. After I clocked out, I like went home, rode my bike over to my buddy's house, and they're like, hey, man, be careful. I'm like, be careful of what? They're like, Matt just punched that kid in the face. I'm like, Matt punched him. The dude that got
kid that was
released out of
just
the
in the
hospital 25 minutes ago, he punched him? And they're like, yeah. I'm like, this kid is, like you said, he's wild.
Yeah.
He is insane.
You're crazy, man. You're savage.
Nah.
I want to.
There's one thing about me. If I see a guy hit a girl, it like triggers something in me. Like,
Oh, and
no matter what, I will like punch that kid.
Yeah, the second you see that shit, you go
That's
right
good.
after him.
And that's good.
Okay.
That's good. It's
I
a
don't
good. It's good. I mean, it's not good,
good
to
to
fight.
stand-
It's
it's
not
good-
good to fight, but it's good that
Good to
he's
stand up for
standing
the
up.
girl.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
But no, the one part that you didn't mention too much, you kind of just breezed by. You said you didn't have your seatbelt on, and if you see, can we get that
Oh,
picture? Is there a way we can like?
We can
Link
pull the
on
picture up, but
but
showing
they
it to the
can't. Really,
people?
yeah, they can't really see it.
Oh, we could find a way to link
hey,
it up.
everyone, it's on Instagram, right?
I don't know.
Has the bass drops, Matt Metcalf?
Yeah,
speaking of Instagram-
he'll send it to me. I'll put it on our
Yeah,
Instagram. You'll see it. I'll put it on there when we advertise the video.
So if you look at the crash and you look at the car, the whole driver's side is like spiked down.
You would have died if you had your seatbelt.
Oh, dude.
Yeah,
I was like,
I
my
got towed back to my house after the fact because I wanted to get my off-roading parts off the vehicle, and I tried sitting in the
your
driver's
sound
seat.
system.
Yeah, that got stolen out of
Yep.
the impound lot though. But I tried sitting in the driver's seat, and there was not room for me to sit.
oh, dude.
at all.
That's the one thing.
100%.
Look,
that's
the side.
the bad side.
Yeah.
That's what it looks like. Yeah. But this is the picture I took,
so
and you can also see how far I landed away. But that's the picture I
So
took.
you saw
It
like the
doesn't
good
look that
side where it
bad.
wasn't.
So
yeah.
that looked good to you.
I mean, like you said, dude, he just needs some leaf
Repairable.
springs.
I'll put that
Like
shit
right
up.
here, I was thinking like exo cage. I'm gonna exo cage. This is gonna be a rock crawler Jeep.
The one thing that I like about Matt, not that I like about Matt, but he advocates putting on a seatbelt after that. Even though he would have died if he had a seatbelt on, he still advocates, yo, put your seatbelt on. Like,
Statistics.
Except I don't wear my seatbelt like at all.
You know what Matt
Still.
doesn't
I know,
do?
but
Come on,
you
Matt,
say
we're
you
trying
should.
to
You
influence.
should have had your seatbelt on. And
Oh
you
yeah,
think it's-
anybody's in my car, like, well, not you guys. I don't really care about you guys. You guys make your own decision. But like, when I got like a girl in my car, the first thing I do, like, hey, buckle your seatbelt.
Yeah, yeah,
My
you-
sisters, they get in my
That's
car,
and like
buckle
you
your
said, same
seatbelt.
thing. You always are all like, yeah, you should have had your seatbelt on, and you always are like, yeah, you should put your seatbelt on.
You know what he doesn't do? This is Matt's warning if you're about to get in the crash. We're dead. We're dead. We're dead. We're dead. We're dead. We're dead. We're dead.
Yeah,
Nothing like, hey, there's a
I've
car
heard that a
coming.
lot.
There's a car coming.
There's been a million times where we've almost gotten accidents, and instead of like spazzing out, all I do is we're dead.
No warning either. Like, hey, heads up, this could
Was
happen. He was like,
monotone as fuck.
Recently,
dead.
Ray just pulls out in front of this car, and he didn't see the car coming because he was looking to the left, and the guy was coming from the right. Goes upon this car. I'm like, hey, you want to get hit by this guy? And Ray goes, what? And then he like slams on his brake. Yeah.
Yeah, I'll go right from his because I'll talk about mine. Mike's a little more deeper than his, but it has a hospital theme instead of running back. But I don't want to close it out like sad or deep.
oh, fair enough.
But mine is the time I got jumped by like a bunch of guys, because I just want to bring it up and talk about it. It's like one of the craziest things that happened to me, and I know the whole story just off of recollection from other people. I don't have any memory of like a full 2 days of this entire experience. From I'll explain it and I'll tell you when I remember the last thing. So all of us would ride our bikes around all the time. Like we would just cruise around riding our bikes, and we'd look for like spots to do, like, you know, we were BMX. We would do street riding and shit.
We were a biker gang.
Well, yeah. Ghetto goes.
Ghetto goes.
So it was a collection of us, probably 5 of us. It was 6 of us at the time, and we're riding around in the city next to us. We go to a pizza place that my buddy's sister worked at, and he popped his tire there, so he left. So then it was just 5 of us, and these were all like our really close friends. We would hang out with them every day. So we went up to the mall after that. We're leaving the mall, all of us on our bikes, and this group of guys come out screaming at us, "Get out the road, fuck you guys, get out the road." And one of my boys was like, "Fuck you," like talking shit back to them, because that's just what you do, you know, like people are driving by, they're screaming
we'd
shit at
always
you, you
do
scream
it.
shit
Yeah.
back, like that's just what you do. Mind you, before I get into it, the pizza at Jet's Pizza, that's the last thing I remember. So from being at Jet's Pizza till the following day, I have no memory at all, even to this day.
Just like, wow.
There's nothing. I have absolutely nothing.
Yeah.
Nothing. And so we're leaving that place, leaving the mall. My buddy screams at them. They bust a Yui and start chasing after us. And we all start huffing, like, boom, 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 we're going on our bikes, trying to get away from them. Like, you know, like, you just busted on your
Oh,
bike
yeah.
before,
As
like,
hard as you
Yeah,
can. You're
just
like, we got to get out of here.
huffing and puffing. And for some reason, like, we all split up. You know, we all go different ways, because it was like they're in a car, we're on a bike. They're like, there wasn't a spot where
I heard
They couldn't drive.
I
their
heard
cars
most
on.
people went left. You went right.
No. Most people went right. It was me. 1, 2, 3, 4. It was 4 of us. It was me, Chuck, Nick Evans, and Robert Murdoch.
Oh, and that's it. No one else was there.
Chuck and Nick Evans went right, and me and Robert Murdoch went left. So they followed us left, and Chuck and Nick went on, and me and Robert were running away from these guys. And for some reason, by the time this was within seconds. It had to have been from where we yelled at them to where we were. It was within a minute. There was another car full of guys. And to get away from them, they kind of cornered us. So we pedaled across this huge field. And we couldn't ride our bikes on this field faster than these guys were running. Because you can run on a grass field faster than someone can pedal on a bike.
Cut your path too.
The tires are sinking in. You're not getting great traction.
Yeah, you don't. Yeah. A bike on a field doesn't stand a chance for someone running, sprinting full speed.
You really can't
on pavement. Your
Maybe.
bike's got you.
Maybe.
Takeoff, no way.
Yeah.
Max speed, a bike's got you.
Yeah.
I mean, you can go like 20 plus miles on a bike. It's hard. I mean, Usain Bolt, that's what he runs. So
26.
Whatever.
Usain Bolt is beating you.
For sure.
Yeah.
So we're like running away from these guys. And eventually I was the furthest behind. I was pedaling the slowest. And mind you,
you were pedaling slower than Robert Murdoch.
Yeah, mind you, I was.
Yeah, dude, that's bad.
Yeah. And I got caught by them. I threw my bike down and started trying to run, and they cornered me. And I feel like I remember this part, but like I don't know if I do or if it's just like my buddy Robert like telling me. I remember like being like, yo, stop. It wasn't me. Like, sorry, like that type of thing. And then they just like attacked me from there. Like they all just started kicking me and jumping me, and like I just like completely fucking got that shit kicked out of me.
Yeah.
And that, like, I don't remember any of that. And like, since, like, after that, like, I was just, like, I had, like, PTSD. I was, like, scared of, like, any group of people.
Yeah, I remember that. Joe, like, didn't want to
Did
go
you
out.
call the hospital? Who?
No, so
Robert came back?
I was trying to get across that field to a house, me and Robert. There was a house across the field.
After you got jumped?
No,
as they were chasing us. So they were chasing us, and we were trying to get. There was this house with the garage door open, and there was a guy working on his car in the garage, and we were trying to get across the field to that guy. And about halfway to the field, they finally got me, and Robert kept going, and they just like fucking just attacked me, and yeah, we were trying to get to that guy across, and then. After that happened, they left or whatever,
Yeah.
And we went to that guy and called my parents and shit. And my parents showed up before the ambulance got there.
Yeah, not surprised.
That's crazy.
And mind you, that spot where it happened is 5 minutes or less from an ambulance place.
Yeah.
And
Dude.
my parents live 10 minutes from that spot.
Robert called me and he's like, Joe just got jumped. I'm like, stop lying. That's not funny.
Were you riding with us? What was that day?
No, I was at my dad's. I remember I would go to my dad's every Wednesday,
Yeah,
and it was
yeah.
a Wednesday.
Yeah.
And he's like, dude, Joe just got jumped. And I'm like, stop messing around. That's not funny, bro. That's not funny to
Yeah.
like joke around. He's like, no, I'm serious. I don't know what to do. Joe, like, they just jumped him.
He called you first? That's crazy.
I was like,
you're a good person to call first.
dude, I didn't know what to do either.
I know.
I'm like,
I know you wouldn't know.
I
what
was
to
like,
do.
did you guys call the ambulance? He's like, yeah, they're on their way. Joe's parents are coming up. And I was like, I was lost for words. I'm like, what do
You'll
I
never
say? What do
find
I
the
do?
dudes either.
No. It ended up I had a severe concussion, and I had my jaw broken in 2 places, and I ended up in the hospital for 2 days, and I had still to this day no recollection of it.
Quick question. I remember like maybe 2 weeks, 3 weeks after you said you wanted to get a tattoo.
What? I don't even remember.
No.
What was
Oh, you said you wanted to get a shark tattoo of like Jaws.
Dude, that honestly, I remember that now.
I was like,
I'd still get that.
I
dude.
was always wondering.
Well,
I was like, is
'cause
Joe ever gonna get that tattoo? Like he's got a
dude,
few
I
of them
forgot
now.
about that. I had my jaw wired shut, and everyone at school called me Jaws, dude. Because, I mean, they call me Jaws. I got teased at school and shit. Like I got bullied at school. Not bullied, but like I got made fun of at school.
I mean,
the
especially
whole
like
time
that
shit was
like
going down,
high school era. Like it was like,
Yeah.
haha, he's got his mouth wired
When
shut.
bullying
It's like,
wasn't
that's
that
not-
big yet.
That's
Yeah.
not funny, dude.
Yeah. So that's like right when I dropped out of school too. It was like that same time. Yeah.
I remember you drinking those shakes all the time. You always had like one of those like thick chocolate
Yeah.
shakes.
Well, when you get your jaw wired shut, I was like young 50 Cent. Like
yeah.
Relax, Joe.
I remember just pulling up to the jumps and Joe was riding around with his helmet on.
yeah,
I thought it was so funny,
Yeah,
but
they made me wear like
It was-
I want like
it
not
wasn't
that I
it wasn't
wanted
funny,
to.
but we made a joke.
Joe's
out of it.
very precautious like of stuff, and it's good to be like that.
No,
I'm
yeah,
not-
anybody would be wearing a
Yeah.
helmet after that.
Yeah.
Like the fact that you're even on your
I
bike.
wanted to get back on my bike so
Yeah.
bad.
we were obsessed.
Yeah,
at that
I
time.
remember my jaw was wired shut and I was back on my bike. Like they let me. I was like, when can I get back on my bike? That's the first thing I asked them.
It was more like, "We're gonna go back on our bike."
When can I get back on my bike?
That's horrible,
Isn't
dude.
that
Oh,
pretty
he
good
had
how
to-
good I can talk like that?
You
Well,
had to
no
talk
shit,
like
'cause
that.
you went through
How
it.
long was it?
6 weeks. I lost 32 pounds.
Yeah, dude, I remember you lost a lot of weight.
Yeah.
Because all you could do was drink those shakes.
Yeah.
You were
Dude.
blending your food up.
Let me break your jaw again.
No, I'm good. That's the worst. That's one of the worst things I've ever been through. So I would drink the nutrition shakes. I had to drink that to keep my protein and my nutrients up. But other than that, all I drank was shakes, chocolate shakes, and the only food I liked blended was mashed potatoes and gravy, and that's all I had for 6 weeks. That's it.
Dude. I
Drink it
do
through a
remember.
straw.
I remember getting you like, we would get a chocolate shake everywhere we went. Like,
Yeah,
get
yeah.
Joe a chocolate shake.
Yep.
That's what he wants.
Yep. Yeah, I remember getting back on my bike with my jaw still wired shut, and I went to hit like a little grind, and my fucking jaw like popped open from like
Just
what I
like
was doing.
impact, like direct
Yeah.
impact of.
yeah, and I was
Yeah,
like,
that wasn't. too
it like
bright.
popped, and I was like, I went back and told my mom. She's like, you're not allowed to ride on your bike
Yeah.
anymore. And so I was like halfway through it. So I was
God
like,
damn
whatever.
it, Gail.
Yeah, that shit was rough, dude. That was crazy.
Yeah.
I wasn't part of your guys' group then.
No, that was like
You
right
were
before.
Yeah,
that
yeah,
was right
before. Right before. Yeah,
I wasn't even a freshman when that happened.
You might have been.
I was 16. I was 16 when
No,
that happened.
I think I was a freshman.
Were we freshmen?
Yeah.
It was May.
Because the reason
4th.
I wasn't there that day is because I was at a band concert.
Oh, really?
So it was either
Pussy.
middle school or freshman year.
It was May 4th, 2010.
Freshman year?
Yeah, that's for you guys.
Yeah,
Yeah, my
before,
eighth
yeah,
grade,
It
before
was
you.
the day before Cinco de Mayo.
I was still in Philly,
Yeah.
and that was happening. Sorry, bro. I was in Philly.
Damn,
Couldn't
it's
be
okay.
there.
Yeah, that's like one of the craziest things. That's the craziest thing that ever happened to me. I think.
I've
It's
nev-
wild.
You've gone through like crazy like physical pain. I've never been through like physical pain.
Me neither, Ray. I've never
I've never
been.
gotten my ass beat. Never broken a bone. Nothing.
You deserve to get your ass beat. Oh, especially like high school days, Ray.
Yeah.
Needed it. I was like,
The hardest
no,
part.
no one needed
the
their
hard-
ass beat more than anyone in high school than Antonio.
Antonio and Kevin.
Antonio and Kevin.
Yeah. The hard.
I'd be like, please, someone just punch them in the face, dude.
The
And they'll
hard-
stop doing what they do. Sorry, Joe. Go ahead.
You're good. I don't even know how to say it now.
No, go.
The hardest part isn't the physical pain; it's the mental pain. Dealing with that shit mentally is the hardest thing. Like going through like that shit and having your jaw wired shut is like
If anything, I would just be angry.
I just can't even explain like what it does to your brain.
Yeah, like
I remember
I couldn't
after
imagine.
my accident, even though like I'm like pretty good at like getting over stuff mentally, like for a while I was kind of messed up. Like I was walking to and from work, and like I remember like Chuck asking if I wanted to ride, and I think you asked me if I wanted to ride like to and from work, and I just said no because I didn't want to be in like a car with anybody.
Yeah, it's PTSD.
Like if I was driving, I wanted to be driving, but I didn't really.
And
like,
not
trust
too
anybody
long
else
after
driving.
that, it had to have been less than a year. We were up at the high school, which was the high school right by where we lived, and a group of guys chased you and your brother and us. And who was the
remember.
first of that pack? This fucking guy. I was out that bitch first. If there was a race, I was first place in that
Dude,
bitch.
What are you talking about?
We wouldn't have got my stepbrother Dan. We wouldn't have got caught. So we were all good. Because these kids.
You
it
haven't
was-
heard this story?
Dude, there was probably like 10, 15 of them, maybe a little bit less. They walked up in there.
6 to 10.
Oh,
Call
yeah,
it that.
probably.
Call it that.
So they walk up to us, and we're just riding at the high school. It was pretty late. It was dark.
7:38.
Oh, I think it was later than that, dude, because it was dark.
I think it was
dark.
just getting dark.
Okay. So they came up to us, and they were like, hey, bro, can I ride your bike? And I'm like, no.
They were like, give us your bikes.
No, he said, can I ride your bike? And I'm like, no. I don't let anyone ride my bike. And at the time, like, we had really expensive bikes. So I was like, no, I don't let anyone ride my bike. I don't like, they were like, okay. And then they, like, walked away, and they were probably 40, 50 feet from us. And then they turned around and started sprinting.
Yeah.
We all took off.
Yeah.
So, like,
Keep the story going. I got to go pee. I'll be right back.
So we were going, and, like, it was, like, a left and then a right to get out. So we hooked it real tight left, real tight right, and my brother, like, went straight. When we all went right, he went straight. And then I just remember turning around, and they were all right behind him, and I'm like, fuck. So I, like, turned I was like, I'm gonna throw my bike at these kids.
So they stole his bike?
It was a shitty Mongoose mountain bike. Shittiest mountain bike I've ever seen. So I turned around real fast, and I'm like, dude, I'm just going to have to whip my bike at him. That's the only thing I can do. So I started riding over there, and I got off my bike, and I, like, picked my bike up, and they were running. They were running on the bike, running with the bike in their hand. Not one person was riding it. Running with the bike in their hand. I'm like, these kids are stupid. So we call the cops. My brother loved the kid to death. Little dramatic. I think
Did
he got
get
hit.
his ass beat or no?
He got hit a few times, and he's a big boy, so
Yeah.
he said, like, he was over dramatic at the time, and we've talked about it, and he said it, but, like, dude, it's traumatizing.
Yeah.
You got jumped. Go around the corner, the bike is sitting right around the corner of the building. I'm like, these kids are retards. Why did you just jump someone and steal this bike to leave it?
Just for the thrill of it. They want to feel like badasses. That's all.
And
How old were they?
Our age.
yeah, we were probably
Teenagers.
16, 17,
Yeah, they were
maybe a little bit younger. But yeah, they were same age as us.
teenagers.
And no one we knew?
No.
I'm sure they were Taylor kids.
Yeah.
The city next door.
Boys are so. Would you rather? Because I heard this the other day, and it said that boys are like physically mean, but girls are like mentally mean. Like girls will like ruin your fucking life.
Yeah, I
As
agree.
if in like
in high school,
like
especially.
exposing your shit or like
Oh, dude.
spreading a rumor or something. Would you rather have like get like the shit beat out of you or like get like mentally fucked up?
Oh, dude, but I've never gotten the shit beat out of me. I've been mentally like.
Yeah, but like not really, because like
The thing
girls
with-
are vicious.
Okay, the thing with the physical thing is it always affects you mentally. The thing with the mental thing, it doesn't really affect you physically. It can.
Yeah, but like, does every physical thing affect you mentally?
Getting the shit completely beat out of
Yeah.
you physically, yeah. Think about fighters and shit, especially.
Yeah, but I think
But that's a decision
the
for them. though.
physical, like getting the shit beat out of you into your mental isn't as much as like literally getting like fucked up mentally. Like, I don't know.
Like people make you
That's a tough-
believe something about
That's a
yourself.
really tough thing to decide.
I'd rather get beat up physically.
Me too.
Yeah, I think me
Me
too.
too.
But I've never gotten beat up physically, so I've never endured that pain.
Talking getting the shit beat out of you physically or
Dude.
getting mentally fucked up as equal. Like,
I don't think it's equal at all. I think
No, I'm
physical.
saying-
is
That's
way
what I think. I
easier.
think it's hard to. Yeah, you can't establish it because like you've been
personally.
Yeah, I need like two scenarios.
That's what I'm saying.
Like,
You've
I
been
need to get
through-
jumped.
your jaw gets broken and you strain a ligament in your leg, or they're like
That's what I'm saying.
You get beat to
you
a
get
pulp.
exposed on the internet and everybody is
I've-
making fun of you for months.
You
or
get
something,
beat.
I
You
don't
get
know.
beat to a pulp, or you get raped.
Jesus
beat
fuck.
up.
Those are both physical, Joe.
Yes.
Oh yeah, you're right. Okay.
Ray is physical and very mental.
You get
Dude, the only thing I can like compare like really like physical or mental like hurting is like love. I think that's the biggest like mental hurt.
Yeah, like if you see your girl fucking someone else,
like a cold.
it's cuckold.
I'd rather
Like
get
a
my
classic
ass kicked
cold?
like
Dude, I
once
thought
a
you said a
week.
cold. I'm
I
like,
know. I'm like,
like-
what the fuck?
It's like a cold.
It's
I'd rather
cuckold.
get my
Yeah,
ass
that's a
kicked
cuckold.
once a week than spend 2 years with a chick to find out that she
That
like,
she's been
cheats
cheating
on
on
me
you.
or something.
Yeah, dude. I think
Like
that's
I rather get my ass
Are you
beat.
I'd rather get
once a
cheated
week.
on than get my ass beat every week.
by someone you
Fuck
love.
no.
Dude, it toughens you up.
Joe doesn't love anyone.
I'd rather get cheated on. It's one time rather than a every
Whoa,
week.
Yes,
Whoa.
okay,
cheating.
that was a bad
Thank you.
scenario.
Okay.
Because
No,
like
it
getting
wasn't
it
at all, bro.
You're talking
I didn't
about
expect you guys to
you're
agree
talking
with me.
about 1 hour. This girl cheating on you, and you getting your ass beat once a week.
That's perfectly fine.
Once
We
a
are
week.
idiots.
Once a week for 6 months straight.
So what's
I would rather get my ass beat once a week for 6 months straight than get cheated on.
I'd rather
Yeah.
get cheated on.
No, it's not. It's not about like just getting cheated on. It's like spending years with them
Dude,
and
yeah.
then getting cheated on.
That takes a
Like,
long
wow, I just
time to get
wasted-
like to really get over that.
Dude, you never really do. You just
Does
accept
'cause
it.
then you
Accept
waste-
it.
Does
you
getting
wasted
my
the
ass
years-
beat every week for 6 months, does it guarantee that I will never be cheated on again?
Come on, now you're making it stupid.
I'd rather get cheated on. That's what I'm saying.
Let's say that
You
when
rather
get
waste.
your-
Okay, let's say you wasted 3 years with this chick. Plus, it's gonna take you like a year, maybe 2 years to mentally be able to talk
Make it
to
even
another
worse, you have a
chick. So you're
fucking
wasting,
baby,
You're
and you're
wasting
married
5
to
years
her.
of your life on some chick that didn't give a shit about you.
Maybe it's different.
I'd rather
because-
get beat up for 6
Yes,
months.
I don't know.
Once a
100%.
week.
I don't know. I don't like physical shit like that at all. I'd rather get cheated on. I really would.
I don't think.
I don't know if it's
No.
just different way people would look at it. I'd rather get cheated on.
No, absolutely
See, I'm into
not.
the whole like stabbing sex thing that you're talking about.
Yeah,
earlier,
so
I
he
like
likes-
the physical stuff.
physical and mental. He's like, yeah.
Knife play. You
I'm
talking
trying to
about
get
knife play?
someone I can
His
alligator
girl
fuck
cheats
house
on
with.
him while stabbing someone else.
Yeah, like a classic of cold.
Yeah.
If I saw a girl alligator fuck house someone else harder than me, I would never.
Real quick, what time are we at?
We are at
Hour
hour
45.
45.
I'm getting hungry.
Dude, I'm pretty hungry.
I'm
too.
getting poopy.
You want to end it?
Are we?
can
Are we?
end it.
Yeah. Are we gonna like continue? Dude, can I just tell mine? Cause like,
Yeah. No. Go
real
ahead.
quick,
dude.
real quick.
It doesn't
Can I
matter
just-
how.
I was like, I just want to get
No, dude. Let it out.
craziest thing. I'm pretty sure we were all there. Not 100% if Joe was there. Allegedly, we'd go around egging cars in cars.
I wasn't there.
No.
He wasn't there.
No.
Keep going.
Okay.
That was my first time hanging out with you guys.
So, someone had a big lifted Jeep that might have been mentioned in this episode already. And we'd go around throwing eggs at cars, hoping they'd turn around and chase us. Like praying to God they'd turn
Not
around
like
and chase
not
us.
like we wanted to damage people's property. We wanted to get people to chase us, and not like
down the street chase, but
not like get
literally.
them pissed off, but like we wanted it to be like fun. Like,
Yeah,
them chasing, like they were pissed off, but we just wanted like them chasing us because we liked.
Yeah, we weren't
like
thinking
being
about
getaway
like
people.
we weren't thinking about like, wow, they're probably really mad. We were just like, yeah, come on, keep following us. Like,
Like I'm not gonna lie, we were shitty kids. But
oh,
like,
we were the worst, not the worst, but we were
No,
bad.
we were
like,
the worst.
There's the
No,
kid,
there's
there's
some
the
people
kids.
that do,
Kids
like-
go out and they'll like park cars just to vandalize. Like we were not about that. We'd find the biggest douchey looking dude in the biggest truck that we could find and throw an egg right on his windshield while smiling at him out the window, just so that he would come and chase us.
Dude, so we got this car.
Hypothetically,
We got this blue Explorer,
Sure.
I think.
yeah.
I think it was a blue Explorer. We got him, and he was down.
That was my first time egging a car.
He
ever.
was down. He was like, okay, that's how we're playing?
He pulled a Yui, bro.
In the middle of dicks.
In the middle of Dick's, and it was on the fucking sidewalk. He went on the sidewalk. and
Dix
pulled
is a
Yui.
road
Don't
near us,
even-
not like a physical thing.
Yeah, Dix is a main road by us. Don't even lie. If that shit happened to you now, tell me you wouldn't chase them.
Oh, I would
yeah.
be like, these kids, that's me. I'm
No,
getting
but I wouldn't even be pissed because I would like want to think of them like me. Like I'd chase them, and if I caught them, I'd be like, "Hey, good one, that's a good egg."
How do you catch someone like that? You know, how do you can't really corner a person.
Let me
just wait,
explain. Let me
dude.
explain how
Okay,
you catch
okay,
them.
okay.
So this dude is, like I said, he is down for the hunt. He's like, I'm catching these kids. So a lot of the times we'll like drive and we'll do some dumb shit and we'll get away from him. We're like, that was fun. Like we got him. This dude was on our ass for
15,
fucking
20
miles.
minutes, dude.
Miles. at that point, we're like panicking. We're like, dude, are we gonna get away from this guy? What is gonna
Like,
happen?
he might
if-
be calling the cops
Yeah.
right now, that type of shit.
So we get like a decent amount away from him. We turn left, and then we pull in someone's driveway.
No, I definitely was not. Well, not I. The guy, the guy driving the Jeep was not panicking because I talked to him about it. But he was not panicking.
You talked.
He finally got away and thought it'd be funny if he pulled in someone's driveway and watched the guy pass right by him.
So what he didn't remember is when you hold the brake, your brake lights stay on. And like usually if you're in like a big lifted Jeep, he's gonna know it's your car. So we pull in this driveway, we're like turning around waiting for this dude to drive by. Stops right at the driveway, blocks the driveway.
Gets out of the car.
We were like, dude, now what do we do? Like,
No, he didn't get out of the car. He was standing there. He
Yeah.
was calling the cops.
standing there, I
saw his
watched his
phone.
phone in his hand. I'm
did he?
like, Matt, he's calling the
I thought
cops.
he got
He's
out
calling
of the
the
car and
cops.
was calling the cops.
And Matt's like, dude, what do I do? I'm like, I don't know, dude.
Why?
He's blocking.
That's such a dumb idea to pull in the driveway. Let's say that.
We thought it would be funny. We thought
Oh,
it
we
would
thought
make
for
it more
sure,
epic
like,
for
he's
him to
gonna drive right by
us.
us, and then we're gonna be like, we got you. And
I pulled in so fast. Like this guy, I got away from him. He is on the next block. We were just going around blocks. Got away from him. I pulled on. I got all the way in the driveway before he even turned on the street. Turned off my car, blacked out, turned off my lights, held my foot on the brake because I put it in neutral when I turned it off. So I had to hold on the brakes.
so he's behind us, blocking the driveway. I'm like, Matt, he's calling the cops right now. I see his phone out. He's calling the cops. So Matt starts his. Oh well, the driver starts his Jeep back up,
And said, watch this.
reverses, and before the end of the driveway, cuts it hard. We are on their neighbor's front lawn.
Do we
On the front lawn, we're 10, 15 houses from the corner. So, like, maybe you'll, like, go over a lawn, get back in the road. No, we'll make it to the corner. 15 houses. Little lights in their front houses slammed into them.
Probably going like 50 miles per hour.
Over
front lawns.
everyone's
Lawn
front
jobs
lawn,
on all of
dude.
you.
And then we got
Throwing
on the
dirt with
freeway
my
and just
knobby
took
tires.
off. Got on the freeway, took off.
You got away from him?
Yeah.
You didn't chase after you after that?
Nope.
No.
Went like
We
two other
lost him.
cities.
We were on the freeway. He was. I swear he got out of his car and was on the phone out of his car.
No,
So
he
had
was
to
in the
get
he was
his
in the
car.
he was in the he was in the
Driver's
driver's
seat.
seat. Well, dude, you
I
beat.
remember seeing his
we beat
phone.
him. It was,
Haha,
You
bitch.
guys won.
we won.
And then what did we do after that? We parked the car, got out of
Oh
the car,
my
and egged
fucking
moving
God.
cars while we were on our feet.
Yeah, that was a bad.
You pissed your pants.
That's another story. for
Out.
another
Yeah.
time.
yeah. We.
Yeah,
Yeah.
we'll end it on that one, dude.
But guys, this was awesome. Like at the end of the episode, you guys are like, yeah, like that was good, or the beginning or whatever. You're like that was comfortable. This was comfortable. Like,
Yeah, dude, that.
I like to believe that.
It's
like,
just us talking with a microphone in front of us.
I like to believe that I personally paid off all my bad karma. Like, I did a bunch of stupid stuff, like probably a bunch of bad things, but like, I don't know. I don't
You ever-
vandalize. I don't litter anymore. Like,
Yeah.
I'm like,
You know
I
that
don't-
show,
I don't like doing
My
that
Name is
stuff.
Earl?
yeah.
Where he's going back and
Like-
I still, to be honest, like I still think shit to this day where I'm like, feel like sometimes I'm paying off my bad karma because I've done bad. We've all done bad
Yeah.
shit, and I still think about that shit. Like I
Yeah,
try to
you're-
put good karma.
You
in the
haven't.
world.
You haven't paid off your.
I don't
dues
think you
yet.
have either, to be honest, Matt.
Keep working at it. Don't worry. I think
I'm
you're a
trying.
good guy still,
I'm
but
trying.
No.
dues not paid.
Who's the best guy out of this group?
Definitely not you, bitch.
Out of us four,
I think Zach's the best guy.
Like doing bad things?
Who's just the best guy?
Oh, I mean, it's clear as day, me. That's not even.
Well, I don't know.
if we're
you
talking
got-
like alpha male, me.
alpha male.
Joe's a
Bill's
bear.
not even in the running.
I'm a bear. I'm a
Bill's
bear.
not even in the running. Yeah,
I'm like third.
Wait, but like, what do you mean the best guy?
I don't know.
I don't know what the
I
best
thought we
guy
were ending
means.
this episode. I'm glad that we didn't.
I feel like we're starting a debate
If it,
because
I'll tell you what, if it was easier to upload a 2-hour video onto YouTube, I would keep it going right now.
Good thing we're one fucking hour and 53.
Hour 57 minutes, 58.
We're at 55 or 53. We might as well keep it going for 7 more minutes.
Like, you can do it.
Yeah, we got it.
I hope
Cool.
no
I'm
one
g- I
watches this one, especially my mom.
Yeah, dude. I was literally thinking that. I'm like, dude, I'm like, I gotta post it because like I'm in it, so I gotta post it on my socials. And then I'm like, Shit, dude.
My mom
family's
just the
gonna
other
watch
day,
this.
we went out for like my sister's birthday, and my mom was like, I know Matthew has done a bunch of stuff that I don't know about like that, and I just like changed the topic. I'm like, yeah.
Well, this is a good. Honestly, this one's kind of long, but I think I might put this one out there big time because we didn't go too much into jacking off like we normally do.
Yeah.
Because that can put a lot of like older crowd off and like people like like our parents and friends and stuff. Like the first thing you hear is like us talking about jacking off. And,
Oh,
like,
especially like, okay, our first category is porn stars. My
Like
mom's
that-
gonna be like, okay, not watching that.
that doesn't stop me from talking about
Yeah.
that shit. But this is a good one maybe to share. Maybe.
Yeah, it depends how like comfortable you are with your family knowing.
I don't give a
Yeah.
the way I look at
Yeah.
it, bro. What the fuck are they gonna do now?
I don't
Yeah.
care.
It's already done.
Been there, done that.
Yeah, I've
We're
already
adults.
jacked it
That's
off.
what that's what, like what this whole thing is to like me and Ray. We've talked about this a bunch. Is like it's just us having a conversation and we're putting it out there. Like that's
Dude.
all we want it to be. We don't want it to be any more than that. Like that's
I
it.
love it. I love it.
Yeah.
Every time I
Yeah.
explain it, I'm like, they're like, oh, that's cool, and I'm like, yeah, dude, they're just having fun. They are
Yeah,
literally
if
recording
you two
themselves.
actually cared about what anybody thought, it would have ended after like the second podcast. Like
Only
you would
w-
look back at me like, oh my god,
Yeah.
I don't know how I
Yeah.
feel about this.
Only
but-
one podcast we ended and we were like, I don't know how that one went. But looking
Then
back
we
at it, it
listened
was
to it.
dumb that we said that. And since like other than that, every podcast we get done, we're like, dude,
Dude,
like,
like,
that's
you get-
fun, man. It's a good time. Like
It's
I
a
look
rush.
forward to this every single week.
It's a rush.
I wait for Wednesday. I'm like, please. I'm like,
I know
please,
you hate when I fucking don't get the
like,
video up.
please get it.
To
Matt-
be honest, today when I got off work, I was in a very bad mood because I had
too.
a bad day of work.
Me too.
Me too,
And
dude.
Once I got down here and we just started talking, like I'm in a great mood
Yeah.
now.
Yeah.
Yes.
It's a
yes.
mood lifter.
Yes. Yep. And
you guys were talking about like how I critique. I
know you're
critique
just-
a little, but like the first episode, I was like, okay, they need to do this, 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 and this, and then I'm like, no, they don't.
you were
Yeah.
just talking shit. And,
Yeah.
and from the first
Constructive
episode, it's just
criticism.
gotten better. Like
Dude, I love it. I am
the only
biggest
thing
fan.
I worry about is the audio. You fucking Ray
He's such a
hates it.
fucking
I
stickler
fucking
about it, dude.
I worry so much about
He
the
wants
audio.
to be
I'm
like
worried
a
about
fucking
this
like
one.
a Mariah Carey fucking record.
But even
just
like
perfect.
that's why I kept telling you to get closer because
Yeah.
you were too quiet.
I got you.
And like I just get worried about the audio because that's like an important part to me.
Joe's a
It just is.
producer. You want to know what I was thinking? I was like, why
I'm-
isn't Joe put it like shouted out his White Boys Corp yet?
Whoever
Hell
listens
no.
to this,
Check out White Boys Corporation on YouTube.
Nope.
You're
Young
welcome.
Joe.
Dude, my
We-
dad
The thing
loves
is the
it.
only people that are listening to it right now are just people that are in our circle. It's not
Yeah.
outside of our circle
Yeah.
yet. A little bit,
I
slightly.
don't know, dude. There's been some random people that said like they watched it.
Yeah,
First video, 159 views.
yeah. Which it's been going down from there.
Yeah,
The fir-
50
the second-
subscribers
the
by the
second-
end of February.
No,
that's a good
lights
goal.
lights on, socks off is our most popular one.
What is it?
Because
How
of the
many
title?
views?
Because people
Like
click
one
on it
s-
because of the title.
160, 170.
Yeah, I keep looking. I'm like, come on, keep going.
I don't
Yeah.
know.
yeah.
I don't give a fuck how many views.
Yeah,
it
No,
is.
yeah,
I'm going to Mexico on Wednesday, so these motherfuckers are gonna have to do something to get this video out Wednesday.
Oh, please help them.
That's all
'cause
you, buddy.
No,
I'll be here, but that's all you.
last week.
You can. I'm pretty sure on YouTube you can set a time, like a time for it to
The
get
thing is,
posted.
you have to have the video uploaded, and you have to have
Yeah.
the video uploaded by Tuesday.
Yeah.
So where it gets messed up is it takes 2 to 3 hours for me to take a video this length. It might even take this one longer from my phone onto the computer. To get it from my computer onto the editing software takes another hour, and then once I edit the video, which takes an hour, exporting the video to a file takes another 2, sometimes 3 hours. And once I get the video exported, uploading it onto YouTube takes another 2 to 3 hours.
welcome to how to do a podcast tutorial.
I'm wondering if you have a really, really good computer, if it speeds that process up.
Buy a MacBook.
Well, we'll find out.
I don't even know his MacBook.
But speaking of social medias, follow us on Twitter, Instagram, anything you can fucking find us on.
Club Penguin.
Club Penguin. Do not forget Club Penguin.
Please. Don't
But yeah, that's today's episode.
Yeah.
This was a very collective podcast.
Great one. YouTube, subscribe.
Apple Podcast.
subscribe. That's big. Subscribing, liking, rating. If you can, even if you don't really like this shit, no one's gonna make it this far. Not a fucking person is gonna be listening to what we're saying right now. If you make it this far, it'd be surprised
if you make it this far. Send a fuck you, Joe, to our to our
Comments.
Instagram or our
it'd be
comments or
surprised
our
if you
good.
didn't already 5-star us. Like, go 5-star us. Subscribe on Apple, YouTube. Tell your friends about us. Lie to people. Be like, these guys are the best.
Oh, dude, I lie to everyone. I'm like, this is the best podcast ever. I'm like, you watch Joe Rogan? They're like, yeah. I'm like, this is way better.
this is twice Joe Rogan's podcast. Yeah, good shit. That was good, man. We'll have to have you back on, man.
Dude, I had a lot of fun.
Yeah, we definitely will. We'll. Guest is a fun thing. It's our first one, so we're
Really
definitely
is.
gonna keep it going. We might not always do it. Maybe we might do it more. More often than not. We'll see how it goes.
I'm excited to watch other guests too.
Yeah, no, we got a couple. We like
Got
to
little
support our
prospects.
friends and have our friends on here just talking shit. So
We got a few prospects.
yeah, definitely not Chuck.
It was a good way to end the Monday.
Yeah,
Not end the Monday, but end a shitty Monday.
that's what I like about doing it on Monday, man. Mondays suck.
They really do.
Yeah.
It gives me something to look forward to.
Absolutely.
And it gives the followers something to look forward to on Wednesdays.
It's very true.
Hump day.
Hump day.
That's why we do this together.
Okay, pee-pee.
All right.
See you later, YouTube.
Peace.
Deuces.